All right, here we go. Yon, go. No, go. Yon, san, ni, ich.
Iku, konnichiwa.
Minasan, konnichiwa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the exciting episode of Talk the Kēki. I'm Matt, your host, in my new humble abode. And joining me, as always, the man who has also moved. We're both moved. We're in our new, hopefully permanent homes. My co-high, who's joining me with this penultimate episode of the spring finale. Even, what's up?
Yo.
Yo.
Everything's daijobu. Everything's not daijobu.
Everything's daijobu.
I am not daijobu. I am fucking angry today.
Yeah, because you talked about that before we got on the air.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking pissed. I can't fucking comment. I wanted to tag Matt. I'm sure you're trying to tag Matt on our shit, and I can't fucking. I want to tag live.
You can't find me.
Marte. Here we go, Marte.
Unless I got banned again without my consent.
Marte. I can't tag nobody. This is fucking gay. No, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
We're on the air. Lame. It's lame.
My bad. Go man. But
I'm currently in my new home.
How is it, man? What's it like being in the middle of bumfuck nowhere?
In the middle of nowhere. Everything's a drive to get to, but that's fine. And what you call it? A lot of moving around, a lot of lifting shit, a lot of yelling, cursing.
Yeah.
Arguing, but that's normal when you're trying to move.
How's Haru adjusting?
He's jumping on a lot of shit.
He's like, bookshelves must destroy.
He did the bookshelf once, and that was it. Got covered in cobwebs, and he was done. And
he looks like a bougie cat. Ew,
you
guys don't clean.
Yeah, no, he's a bougie cat. But no, he likes to run. He's been running around a lot. We don't see him for most of the day because he's either exploring or laying down in one of those various hiding spots.
One of the very nooks and crannies of your new
doomsday
bunker.
Yeah,
bro,
he likes to...
Haru's gonna be the one to find like the secret bunker, dude. Like where you gotta like pull the fucking book and push a button, and there's a freaking like hidden fucking dungeon chamber where you'll see fucking skeletons.
The previous owner, their dad was a CIA agent. He left some of his stuff in the shelf in the libraries.
That's so crazy, dude.
I can look for that, whatever. Maybe there's something there.
Dude, you'll probably see some shit. CIA had to deal with, especially back in the day, probably with like espionages. Yo, that's some Spy Family shit.
Exactly, yeah. He has a lot of old books. He has Greek books, French books, poems. True. He has a lot of shit. Like, okay, all right, I'll go for them eventually. But other than that, I love the big space.
Oh yeah, it's way better than a fucking basement, dude.
Oh yeah, much better than the basement. So
how does this work? Am I gonna have to fly into like Vermont International and you pick me up, or do I have to fly into like Maine and then you cross the border? Or am I flying into fucking Canada?
I think you fly in like Albany, because I know Bash is going to New York in the airports to go to Utah in fall.
Mm-hmm.
So if you gotta go like the Albany International Airport.
Damn, I gotta go to the state capital.
Yeah, I think there is an airport in Vermont you can take, and I can always just pick you up.
I don't know what's
hello, Facebook user.
Is there a Facebook user
in the chat?
Oh, it is Eat the Cake. It might be Marte because I did hit up Marte and I was like, "Yo, Marte, we're live."
Boo!
Boo! No, just kidding. Marte's helping us out because he's gonna be tagging motherfuckers. So we're good. All right, man. Let's get this podcast on the road. We're 4 minutes.
Let's get this. Anime. Let's get this. We're gonna talk about anime. We got some penultimates.
Yes.
We got a finale.
Hi.
We're going to do this.
Hi.
Berserk fans. You thought it was over, but no, it's not. It's going to.
It continue. Was me, Dio.
Yeah, it's coming back from hiatus on June 24th. His little protege friend is going to take over.
More 15-inch cock raping fucking babies and shit.
Well, yeah, I'm glad we're gonna get an actual conclusion now. So
I mean, weren't they saying like it was like a fitting, like if this is the end, it was fitting, even though it wasn't like complete,
kind of like a bittersweet type of thing.
Yeah, because boy was gone.
But it's like, but you knew there was more, and now we're going to get more.
Boy, it sounds like everything Hunter x Hunter fans have been dreaming of.
Oh yeah, yeah, but no God and the other guy's main cast.
No.
I mean, that's fine if you get down with his story was practically done.
I'm very interested because they did say they're going to put Kurapika more. Like, I'm really interested to see how they're going to do Kurapika because he didn't show up, bro. That was one of my biggest gripes about Hunter x Hunter is that homeboy, like his team, guys was down and out, and that motherfucker did not show up.
Right. All right. Anyway, moving on. Vinland Saga Season 2. We got a trailer. And it was just so fucking good. When can you watch it? January. It'll be a winter 23 anime.
I know you're excited for that.
I am.
I haven't seen season 1.
It was my favorite for 2019. So
there's so many animes. Like Vinland Saga would be one I wanted to watch. I still didn't get to finish fucking Made in Abyss. I didn't get to finish fucking Classroom of the Elite.
Oh yeah, well, you had the surgery and other stuff happen.
Yeah, man. I didn't get to finish any of that shit. I mean, I've had opportunities to binge, but then I've been also putting my efforts towards like studying for my recertification and other shit with the house. Like I just haven't had the time to sit down and truly fucking just like absorb anime. Other than the season.
Yeah, that's what happens, unfortunately.
I may have a light season.
Yep.
I'll definitely have a lighter season than you, but
yeah. All right, let's get some adaptations in.
Yeah.
Oshi no Ko. There's no English translation. That's it. Looks like a music.
Which is it? Oishi? O-I?
Oshi.
Oshi.
O-S-H-I.
Okay, not Oishi. Because that means tasty.
It's Oshi. Oshi no Ko. Yeah, it looks like it looks like it's an idol manga.
Ah, okay.
Reincarnation, seinen. So basically, it looks like it's a
kind of. So Rudy's a girl?
No.
You said reincarnation, so I was like, oh, Rudy's a pop idol now.
Oh my god, stop it.
Bro, can you imagine if they had a jobless reincarnation with a female like protagonist?
They could have done that. They definitely could have done that.
I would love to see it from Roxy's perspective. You get that first scene,
right? Or yeah, that too. Or just
from her perspective, like I'm hot. That's sweet.
Yeah, just watching your host having sex and jerking up to their moans.
Oh yeah, dude.
That
would be, that would be like they've done that before where they have like an episode from another person's perspective, like. Yeah. So you know how we had like Eris's perspective? Like I wish they would have done Eris's perspective during the fucking. That would have been interesting.
And then how she just left Rudy.
Right. They're like, I knew he was premature.
Right. It was as he was just snoring so loudly after. Like, all right, we're done here.
Hey, bro. The best nuts are the ones when you're just like out like a light.
Yep. Exactly.
Like a light. Hey, like a light.
All right, we got our isekai for summer. Isekai Oji-san, or Uncle from Another World. It's going to be on Netflix.
Oh, another Netflix one.
Yeah, it'll come out sometime July. We just don't know when.
Is it going to be like Kongming where it's 3 fucking weeks behind?
Or I think it'll just release it all at once.
That shit irks me. Both methods irk me. Why can't they just do it like Blue Period? Blue Period, they just did it every week, per week, no problem.
Exactly. I wish I knew, but
shame.
All right, next one. All right, long title, Jesus Christ.
That's what. No.
The beast tamer who got kicked out from his party meets a cat girl from the superior race.
Here's a shoe.
What?
Fucking throwing the shoe because it's ridiculous.
Exactly. This will be a October 22.
Matt, your title was so long we have no more viewers.
Yeah, tell them we chased them away.
God damn it.
Well, blame them for wanting to, like, hey, if they read this, we could sell it. They'll buy it right there if we sell the whole plot.
I want to like why is that a trend in manga, in the world of manga? Like, let's fucking have a whole run-on sentence as the title of a fucking.
It's like this: when you're going to the bookstore, you pick up the book, you read the title. They want you to buy the book right then and there,
bro. Like, you know, Berserk, black, nothing, just nothing. A cool logo, Berserk. You thumb through it, and you just see gore and dick and fucking death and tits and vomit and demons, and that appeals to a lot of motherfuckers. Meanwhile, you pick up this book and you see something cute, and it says, "My husband fucking left me." It says, "My husband left me because my aunt decided to go mess with another man that happened to be my stepbrother."
Hey, that's right. That. Oh boy. Okay. We have an update on Aharen in the Fantasy World Labyrinth. That was another anticipated one.
Yes.
There's going to be 3 versions.
Yes, the fucking
TV broadcast, which is censored, like
the PG Punk version. We got the PG Punk version. We got the AEW Punk version, and then we got the ROH version.
We got the GCW version.
We got the GCW version.
The Harem version, it restricts images, but with Super Harem, fully uncensored.
You know which one we want.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to watch this on my computer.
Yep, we're gonna. You know, well, no, I'll watch the show on Crunchyroll and it'll be censored, and then I'll go on Kiss Anime and jerk off to the.
There you go.
Yeah,
you let me know how that goes on the.
Spunk everywhere.
Exactly.
Spunk.
All right, more adaptations. Let's go. Mirai in Love. It's like a romance novel.
Mirai in Love. I was gonna say Mirai means future. Future in love.
Mirai, Murai.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy's name is Mirai.
All right. Synopsis. The story tells a romantic comedy between Tanaka, a high school teacher who loves otome games, and Mirai, a high school boy who's in love with Tanaka.
What?
Tanaka, who has never been involved in a real life romance, is
it's a forbidden yaoi
by Mirai.
So it's
rejects his confession.
So it's
on the next day, Mirai transforms himself into the exact likeness of Tanaka's favorite character from a favorite otome game.
So it's a forbidden yaoi.
No, the Tanaka is a female.
Oh, I'm thinking
the teacher's a female. Yes.
So regardless, though, it's still a forbidden love where the high school teacher is in love with the high school student.
Yes. That's what we got out of it. All right, moving on. Next one. Otaku Elf. That's the title.
Move on.
No. I gotta read the synopsis.
Oh.
Kogani Koito works as a teenage shrine maiden in the Takamimi Shrine, catering to the whims of its resident, a centuries-old elf who loves video games as much as she hates going outside. Line up your offerings for the Otaku Elf. Some energy drinks, chips, and the video games will do nicely. And watch her new friends scramble to keep up.
Definitely.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think I'm going to pass on that.
Yep. Anyway.
Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence. That's the title of this anime adaptation.
Oh, so it's the real-life version of how the popes of the Catholic Church like to fucking touch boys.
I don't know. Like Faraway Paladin, but modern.
So they still touch boys.
I think you died out on me.
You're frozen.
I believe I lost my co-host, folks.
Nope, I'm here. It was you that was frozen, sir.
No, you were frozen on my end.
So something's not right. Well, I will admit, even though, you know what's crazy? I'm literally next to my fucking Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi does suck. And so I ordered.
I got full.
You also live in the middle of nowhere.
Right, but I got amazing internet thanks to Elon Musk.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him. But
we managed to assassinate Abe Lincoln and John F. Kennedy, but no one can off Elon Musk.
Well, I need the satellite so I can get internet because not paying for Vermont service, which is a lot worse. All right, one more. Garden of Remembrance anime movie premieres 2023. As the same person that made a Hike story, so I love that one. Cool.
We watched that one, right?
I did. You didn't.
Oh, okay. How was that?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Why are you frozen? This is irking me. Like I just see
you're frozen on my end.
I'm frozen on your end.
You were not anymore. Yeah, you're good now. You're doing the shimmy.
You're frozen. That's so weird.
Yeah, it looks like I'm moving fine on my end.
Well, I know, of course, you're moving fine on your end, but shit. Whatever. Let's keep on going. We'll work it out. I still hear you.
The audio is important anyway.
I still hear you. I'm gonna go look at the thing in the meantime. Go ahead, keep going. So,
all right. That's it for news.
True.
All right, so let's go on to reviews.
Let's go ahead, Matt. You got the next 50 minutes, like you always do.
You've been doing that last season. Shut up.
You're frozen for real, Matt. Look at this. Like you're frozen.
Weird. Yeah.
You are frozen as shit, my guy.
It's fine. As long as they can hear us.
I mean, I wish they would have like done on a prettier picture, though. At least, you know.
Yeah, fuck them.
Right in the pussy.
Yeah, fucking right in the pussy.
Right.
But anyway, I'm gonna start with summertime rendering because it's fresh in my mind. Okay. Watch the last 2 episodes.
Okay.
All right. The Shadow Ushio is around and about. It's at Shinpei's house now. And then Shinpei's like, "What the fuck you doing here?" Again, this Ushio from last time, his previous life, was very nice to him. That helped him out before he died. And yeah, apparently she's acting the same way, and she remembers what happened in that previous life. So basically, yeah, he tells her to get away. Like you can't. Mio can't see you. The father can't see you. So yeah, but Shinpei talks about how he wants to kill her, but turns out he can't do it. Despite being a shadow, like it's Ushio, like she's a lot different compared to these shadows, and he doesn't know why. So it's like, damn it, I can't do it. Then Mio comes in, but Ushio's hiding, thankfully. And then Shinpei says that everything's fine, don't worry. So she leaves. Mio comes back in again, but it's the shadow Mio, because she's not hiding. She's not standing outside the front door anymore. She's in the house. And goes to stab Shinpei. But Ushio jumps in front. And this whole fight's going on. So Shinpei opens the window for Hizuru to basically grab her gun and shoot the shadow.
Shoot it.
Yep, and Shinpei took care of the shadow. And now Ushio is hurt, the shadow one, she's hurt. And Hizuru comes in with the sledgehammer. She's about to kill Ushio right then and there.
Goddamn.
Because her job is to kill all these shadows, so she doesn't know about how she is.
She's gonna Triple H him? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, then Shinpei jumped in front of her, don't hit her, don't kill me, that type of thing, don't kill her.
There's your face. Took a while, but I got
it. like she's different compared to them, and Huser's like bullshit type of thing. It's like, yeah, if she's defective right now, then what if she gets fixed now? She's gonna act like a shadow and kill you. And eventually Hizuru heals up Ushio, and then she says, "Okay, if you're gonna befriend her, I'm not helping you. So me and Grandpa over here, we ain't helping you anymore."
Me and Grandpa.
So stay out of our way. So yeah, it looks like that's what Shinpei agreed to, because she started walking away. And then we go to the next morning. Shinpei and Ushio tell So, their friend, about what's going on. And they have Ushio's phone, and the shadow was able to open it. And in the video, you see both Ushios together. The real one and the shadow one.
Mindfuck.
And they're saying, and the real one's saying, "Hey, if you see this, that means I'm dead." And the shadow is showing you the video. So basically, that was the end of that episode. And the latest one, Ushio sees her shadow from the flashbacks. And they actually been befriending each other this whole time. So all of that was going on. So this episode was basically a flashback of what happened before Shinpei got to the island.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so Ushio was trying to talk to the shadow one. They're trying to help. They're trying to get the they're trying to save the little girl that was a shadow, Shiori. and then we get to where Ushio died, and you find out how she actually died. The two Ushios are underwater trying to save Shiori, and the shadow Shiori choked the real Ushio out, and she drowned in the water.
That's so crazy.
It was, and then the video's over. Like the shadow says, yeah, like she has a memory of her powers and all that. And like, okay, like yeah, this is just a video replay that you're seeing right now. And they're about to go back, and you see the shadow grab Shinpei on his arm, and it's the girl that has the called Mother or Hain, where Shinpei has her eye, the eye with the time travel. She's like, I found you. And he's like, start freaking out. And then they're just back to the regular setting. She's out there. This is Ushio, Shinpei, and So. And he sees a shadow mark on his arm. That's where it ended. So it's like, holy fuck. Now we're going to know more about her later, hopefully. Good. Great. Love it. So more of this. It's a shame I can't grade it, but I'm definitely going to grade it for summer, and I think it's going to be a top 8 in the summer. Unless stuff in this season wows me.
So, real quick, related and unrelated, because you mentioned that it's going to go in the summer. Spy Family is going to continue in October. Are we still rating Spy Family?
Yeah, because it's part 1 and part 2.
Okay, not a continuation.
It's like a different arc, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not like Requiem, for example.
Right. Yeah.
Or summertime rendering, like you said, because it's going to go in the summer.
Yeah. Basically, it's taking that break. It has its own separate anime title on like websites, stuff like that. So it's its own thing. But we'll grade them both together for the year, obviously.
So this.
Yeah. All right, moving on. My first penultimate for the season. Diamond Recipe for Happiness. Where I finally get a little bit of flashback on Itsuka's father. And they don't tell you about him yet, but kind of get 2 and 2 together. Like Nagamu was actually friends with Tomo, the father. So yeah, as soon as I saw the hair in the flashback, like yep, I knew it. He knows her dad. Fuck it. But I don't think he knows that though, because he wasn't around when Tomo dropped off Itsuka to his family's house. Like, hey, she's your headache now, basically. That's kind of what he did. He said children were a burden, and no, they're just getting in my way.
He's not wrong. And he's not wrong.
Then he shouldn't have had a kid. I don't know what to
say. Sometimes you can't pull out.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, this penultimate episode was basically a flashback of Nagamu being with Tomo. And yeah, you saw in that flashback, they just started drifting apart. Well, Tomo said like he had set on something else, but changed his mind. But he left the town. And he tells Nagamu to figure out his life, and he kind of did, I guess. But and then a little more, we get a little more about Itsuka, and the family tells like, hey, like, oh yeah, she came to us in the snow. That's when she got dropped off. That's why this heavy snow makes her upset. Which is bad in snow when she wanted to just play in the snow with her dad, but the dad's like, yeah,
meh,
fuck that, yeah,
fuck them kids.
Yeah, and so basically Nagamu beats that father figure to Itsuka, and they play in the snow together. That was sweet.
No,
so that's a nice touch. So I think we'll see Tomo come back in the finale. Kind of has to at this point. If not, then that's really it, and then I don't like that.
True.
All right, Kunoichi Tsubaki.
The dick anime.
No, damn it.
I know.
Well,
what's sad is that you're frozen on my screen, and I can't see your reaction of hilariousness and disappointment.
I'm like face palming you.
I'm sure you are.
I'm like, God damn it.
Konnichiwa, Chimpo!
Dingling!
Dingling cock!
Yeah. Anyway, we see Team Rat, the next group, the next team in the village of female ninjas. Basically, one of them, Tachio, the team leader, is basically the catching the board for her group, and she thinks she's not a good leader. Like she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how. She doesn't know when to be nice to them, discipline them, any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of just do their own thing, and she sees how Team Dog does their shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like, "Wow, Tsubaki's like very well organized and all that."
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, all right. Then she tried being strict, like we're gonna do shuriken training, and like, but all right, dumbass.
Ninja stars.
Like dumbass, we don't have any. I was trying to tell you, like we didn't bring any.
How did you not
We
bring the
can't
ninja
do that.
stars?
So they can't like they're away from their house to go get it. It's like okay, fine, we're gonna do a fireball practice.
Mm-hmm.
They did it for a bit. It starts raining. The leader can't make a fire. She starts like she has to have a little breakdown, like she can't like how she can't do anything. And then the other two, they actually start to apologize. They saw that was affecting her. And that was it for that part. Nice little thing. And then part two of that. Tsubaki's sick. She's got a cold.
Oh man, she's OD'd on dick.
Yep.
Yep.
She had a meltdown on the dick. But Suzanka, she summons the nurse ninja there. Like, hey, yeah, do this. Like, go heal now. It's like, I can't do that. I need herbs. I need remedies. I can't just touch him and go, hey, you're healed now, my child.
I need the herb.
Yeah, so
ganja. I'm just kidding.
So the quote unquote Shikamaru ninja, Benny Sumomo, who actually is a hard worker, she over here is like, oh, you know what? I'll get the herbs. You two and her group, you stay there, do nothing. I got this.
Do fuck all. You guys will do fuck all.
Yeah, so Suzaka and the other one, they start chasing after her to go get the herbs, but of course Benny gets them after making them do the work. It's like, oh, it's because they were going to make a competition. And I'm like, oh yeah, if I give the herbs to Tsubaki, she'll owe me one.
Mm-hmm.
And Saka's like, no, you're not. If we get it to her, then you leave her alone. So yeah, Benny takes the herbs that Suzaka took, and she left them there to rot under the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, she helps them out. Like, I'm not going to torture you. Like, I'm just babysitting, basically.
Mm.
And they get there. Benny opens the thing, and the herbs are gone. Suzaka had them in her actual hidden under her shirt.
And
she's like, fuck you. Like, I tricked you.
And she pretended they were Opie and that they were bigger.
Yep. No, she was flat chest anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, now Tsubaki can't owe you any favors yet. Tsubaki says, you know what, I'll still owe you one for babysitting them.
Aw.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool.
How wholesome.
Yeah, it is a wholesome one. I actually like this one.
I know you do. You've been watching it for 11 episodes. If you watch something after 11 episodes, you clearly don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm committed. I'm committed to the finish.
For real. That's all you can.
Alrighty. Aharen-san.
Did they fuck yet? They kissed, right?
They did kiss. I'm getting to that. They kissed.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, fuck. You ruined the emotion, man.
I'm thinking we did an episode last week.
No. It happened after.
Oh.
Yeah, it happened after.
Oh,
all right. Anyway, I'll tell it anyway.
Let's cut and restart again, all the way 25 minutes.
Rewind. Okay. Raido, Aharen, the group with the friends, Mitsuki, and the other two, Ishikawa. If I get the other guy's name, they're all going on a camping trip. They all do that. Aharen made ingredients for dinner, and she forgot the bag.
Good job.
So she was really legit upset. Like there was one thing she had to do, and she fucked up. So Raido was like,
one job.
Basically, so she's beating herself up, and then Raido was like, "All right, we got this. Hey, guy that runs the camp, cool. We pick stuff in the woods." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So they picked all this, like mushrooms, berries, all that shit.
So it happened because they were high on mushrooms. Okay.
Yes, essentially. And then after, Aharen's dog came in with the bag of stuff. So I swear, this dog is so fucking useful.
Of what?
Every time they lose or misplace something, it'll just go where they are and go, here you go.
Oh, so it's the opposite of Iggy.
Yes, this is a good dog. I love this dog. But anyway, after that, we go to nighttime. Aharen was about to tell Rido like her feelings, and then she just froze up.
Oh.
And then in the tent they couldn't sleep. Aharen was talking to Mitsuki, the annoying friend you don't like.
Yeah.
She definitely toned down.
Okay.
It was just that one or two episodes you decided to say fuck it.
Yeah, because at first I was like, "This is Call Me Light," and then she came in the picture, and I was like, "I'm already dealing with fucking Yamai." Fucking.
No, she definitely toned down. It looked like she was about to confess to Aharen, but she stopped herself because she wanted Aharen to be happy.
She was gonna confess to her?
It looked like it. With how she said her name and how she just paused and just stopped herself.
You gotta do them.
Yeah, and then Aharen saw Rido outside, so she went out. They were talking to themselves, beautiful starlights out there. And and then she whispers in Rido's ear. They don't show the subtitles of what they say.
But you hear it?
Yeah, you don't hear it.
Oh, it's okay. So they just whisper to each other.
Yeah, okay. And after that, Aharen just leaned up and kissed him.
Aww.
And then she froze and then she got flustered and then she ran back into the tent crying.
Aww.
She was that embarrassed, like, aw.
Aww.
And we go to the next day. They're back at school. Aharen looks very fat. And then Rido's like, what the hell happened?
Fat?
Yeah. Like this, like Chungus. Like big Chungus.
I can't see you.
Yeah, she was like big Chungus.
Okay.
Yeah, then Rido, of course, like, oh, like I bet she was trying to have a sumo. She wants to be a sumo wrestler. I could be her manager.
I thought you were gonna fucking tell me like, oh, it's true. Kissing does make a girl pregnant.
Oh God, no. Oh God, I should have said that. But no, and then he put all this stuff, but no, it just turns out she was wearing extra layers of coats because it was cold. That was it. So she took all the layers off, like she couldn't move.
That wouldn't have been funny.
I know, it would have been funny. And then after school, you see them walking home together, and you see Aharen getting closer to Rido, like clinging onto him more while they're walking.
And
of course, the sensei with the nosebleed says, "Eleganto,
eleganto,
eleganto." I love that guy.
He is. He's one of the best characters in Spy Family.
He is. He doesn't even do anything. And the teacher pins the other one against the wall to hide. Like don't let him look at me. Pin the other teacher against the wall.
What the fuck?
It's like, why are you so forward?
So direct.
I know, right? Yeah, kind of. That's what happened. So that's what happened. Great stuff. I can't wait for the finale of that one. Charlie Horse.
Well, that was random.
Yeah, it was. I just moved my leg like, pinch. All right, Skeleton Night.
All right.
This one will be a quick 2-episode thing. The last week episode, we continued where we left off. Ark and the other beast giant ninja were fighting out the guards. The other ones freed the beast people from their imprisonment, enslavement. So yeah, they won that one happy ever after. Some beast people died because starved to death, beaten to death. The gruesome shit.
Okay.
And then Chiome the ninja, she gives Ark and Ariane the info for where the elves were being enslaved. So they had to go to this town. This episode, they go there. And before that, though, there was an after credit. There is this guy who controls the beasts. The ones that they were fighting. I think his name is Cetra. I don't know his name. I didn't get his name. But he's like this beast sorcerer guy. Fumba. That's the guy, yeah. I see his face now. Fumba.
Not Simba.
Yeah, and he killed and one of his guys killed the king of that empire too. So it's like, holy shit. All right, now this episode, the penultimate episode, Arc, Ariane, they're there in the Empire. They're looking for. They split up to go get information. Arc saves a girl from being assaulted by 3 men.
Ooh,
Beats the shit out of them.
good for him.
And then Ariane gets there. It's like, oh, this girl's hugging you. Who's this?
Hey.
And it's like, I just helped her and all that. It's like, oh, good. You're not injured, right? Yeah, you can leave now. Like, but I need to fake him. And she's like, this angry face, like, leave. And this girl left.
Leave us.
And then Ark's like, are you okay? You seem very prickly.
Daijobu.
And then she's like, I'm fine. She's like, okay, ignoring that for now. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. They get to the temple where the elves are apparently held at. They get there and we see this antagonist. And he's like, oh, look, cool. You got a kid with you. I'm going to take her. And she's going to beat the shit out of you. Ark's like, what are you talking about? Then Ariane starts attacking Arc. And you find out, she's being controlled by one of his little creature things.
By the shadows.
An imp, actually.
That's the second time because what's it called? A Quitting Hero has imps.
Yeah. So an imp was controlling her. He didn't see it till near the end. So Panta, the helpful, adorable little fox, killed the imp. No, sorry, he pulled the imp out of Ariane and then Arthur shot a fireball at it. I was like, good eye, you saw it. Well, guess what? This place is gonna blow up. You're gonna fight this giant creature outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Pretty much, yeah. Like before all of that, though, Chiome, the ninja, she came back to help Arc. So yeah, Ariane's like knocked out for now. Arc grabs her and Chiome with her. They escape, and we get the big showdown next week.
Okay.
So nice stuff there.
Okay. Not for nothing. Everyone talks about how great Skeleton Knight is. I feel like it would be okay, but I don't ever feel like blown away by like, damn, I really.
It's nothing blown away, but I find it very entertaining. Especially at OP. The OP is great.
But no one has an opinion when I suggest it. Oh, I'm very entertained by this anime. Well, it must suck. That's what I get.
Well, that's those two.
Shaking my head.
I know, shaking my head too.
You can see me shaking the head.
I see you. You're not freezing.
You're not.
All right, two more to go.
Or you're freezing.
2 more to go. Tomodachi game.
Holy
fuck. We're getting to the meat of the matter.
The meat.
We're getting to the meat.
Where's Tsubaki? Hey.
God damn it.
I walked into that one.
This is gonna be another 2-episode thing because it ties in very well. You find out the captain of Group K is not the actual leader. It's a redhead, Kei Shinomiya. He's the one that's intelligent. He's the one that's calling the shots.
And he's random. No relation to anybody or anything of the sort. As of now.
He's been in that group of friends, but he appeared to be a lackey, but no, he's actually the guy behind it.
Oh wow! So the lackey is the mastermind, the truest mastermind.
Yes. But yeah, he covered for the other guy because the quote unquote captain was the one that was in debt. So basically, it's like follow what I say and you'll be fine. It's all that's going on. One of the guys from the group switched over. They switched teams because basically this was all part of Yuichi's plan. And because of that, the guy, the redhead guy, the genius, he pulled the girl over that was with Yuichi. It's like you're part of corporate, are you? It's like he figured it out. It's like, do you want to see Yuichi lose after pushing you off a cliff, waiting for you to die? So he tells them all this, and now Maria gives him all the information of where Tenji's hiding. So they go to find him. And so Kei calls Tenji's like, hell yeah, your friend betrayed you. And by the way, I'm here. I found you. So the game's over.
Oh.
No, because it's hide and seek.
Yeah.
So yeah, since Tenji is found, yeah, you think Yuichi's team lost.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
Mm.
You find out, yeah, he still won. And
How?
this is what happened. We skip a bit. We go back a bit. When Maria betrayed Yuichi,
Mm-hmm.
they start hiding off. And when Yuichi's like breaking down in front of the guy that joined their team, he was like, "They're gone, right?" Like, yeah, why? Good, I can do my plan now. So he called the captain, the other guy that is hiding, and says, "Oh yeah, I have your friend tied up, and if you don't push the give up button, I'm going to basically break his fingers and kill him." So he was punching him and all this, and he said, "If you don't hit the give up button, I'm going to break his fingers." Because, the thing worked very hard on because you guys are on the basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to get better because you got injured because of him.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the bones cracking, and it made him push the button before Tenji got found. So that's why Yuichi and his team won. It's like, oh, fuck, okay. Very good. And
so now the last episode is going to be like an aftermath?
No, I'm getting to that. That this is what's going to lead to. And then so the other team lost, and and Yuichi thought he would ruin all their their friendship, but actually they're fine. Despite the all their plans failing, like they're still close. Like all
Didn't somebody's family member die?
That's Tenji.
His dad died.
Yuichi's group. Yeah, but I'm talking about the other group that they were fighting.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all still friends still, despite everything
that
happened.
So the team that won is all friends. The team that hates each other wants to kill each other.
That won, yeah. So basically, all right, next game, like you guys go home for right now. Like
how long did this take? How long did this take? Like play, like time, like a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months.
The hide and seek.
Yeah, the initial game.
The first 2 games were in the course of a day.
Okay.
And then the break for the second and third game, they were 3 days in jail, like no food. And then when they did hide and seek, that's about 6 days. So overall, about 10 days so far.
What the fuck?
So so basically they told Tenji Yuichi to go home for right now before the next game starts. And they said, don't tell anyone still. Don't tell anyone about the game. So they go to school. They go back to school for now. And they see like awful write-ins on all their desks, like all the 5 people. Like Yutori, Mikado, Shiho. And then you find out what happened to the 3 of them after they left after the second game.
They died?
No, they're alive. They go back to school. The students blame them for stealing the money. So it was mostly Shio that was getting harassed.
I was gonna say now they're being bullied. But
so Shibe says the blonde guy with the rich dad. He says, "I'll get you guys the money." Like it's not a big deal. So all that happens, but we see Yutori, the one that was an escort for money. That one.
Hey, yup.
Yeah. She was telling Tenji Yuichi what happened, and then Yuichi basically called Yutori useless. Because like, oh yeah, remember what I said? Like when it got revealed I was the killer, you didn't say anything to me. Like you remember all that? Yeah, I want nothing to do with you. Because only Tenji is the one that kept going with me. So fuck you. I have no need for you. I was like, and then you see a crime scene happen.
Why do I feel like there's gonna be at least one person that dies of suicide? I feel I'm just waiting.
Maybe you don't know at this point, but Tenji and Yuichi walk home and they see cops outside at someone's house. It's Shibe's house. The dad's dead. So, because Shibe told the dad about the game to explain why he needed money for the trip. The 2 million yen. And because of that, they killed the dad and they framed Shibei.
Oh no!
So the cops took Shibei out. Like they were escorting him out. Like he had blood on his shirt.
Wow.
And then Tenji recognized the cop that was there when his dad died.
So clearly he works for them.
Yes. So he's trying to explain what happened. He's trying to say, he wants an explanation of what happened. And the other guy just looked at him, glared, and says, "Don't ask too many questions. If you know what's good for you."
Mm-hmm.
So he told them to go home. So yeah, Tenji and Yuichi are at Yuichi's house, I believe. They didn't say which house they're at, but they were at a house. They got a phone call. It's time for the next game. They kidnapped Yutori. And only one of them has to go there to go get her. And whatever he tries to do, they do to her, type of thing. Like if he hurts someone, they hurt her. So she's gonna be tortured. And he's like, "So Yuti, do you really hate her? If you don't, then you better get her. And we're only need you, not Tenji this time."
So I need to
say, yeah, and they hung up.
And
it's like Yuichi's debate on it, and then looks like it's gonna be a yes. So yeah, so it explains how it's gonna wrap up because we're gonna be near the end. It looks like.
I was gonna say, you think there'll be a season 2, or they can't stretch it?
I think it depends on how they ended here.
Bro, you know, it'd be interesting if it was like a Saw, where like they get entrusted now with the game for other people.
Right? Yeah, they could. If they don't die, yeah, that could happen.
That would be nuts.
I'd be down for it. I love this series, so I'm okay with it.
Bro, it's some like mix of like Squid Game without as much like grisly death.
Yeah, exactly. All right, finale. My first finale.
Go ahead.
Ya Boy Kongming.
Ya Boy.
It's your boy.
Every time I hear Ya Boy, I think of Eric Anders. Shout out to the people who know Eric Anders. It's Ya Boy, Eric Anders.
All right. It's essentially 3 episodes, but I'm not going to talk about that 3rd episode. It's basically Kabe Taijin. He won his rap battle.
Cool.
He won his major rap battle against the guy.
Is it better than the Kaguya-sama rap battle? Because nothing for me tops that.
It depends, because with the Kaguya, it was just a rap.
It was a damn good rap, though.
It's a damn good rap. This one was like an actual legit rap battle. So the Kongming, Kabe Taijin, that was a really good one. So it depends on how you want to look at the raps. And because one's a battle, one's just a rap.
I still don't like Japanese rap, but okay, go ahead. That's fine.
But yeah, anyway, it's time to do the plan to get the 100,000 likes.
Okay.
So the plan's in motion. Aiko's ready. What?
This has been one plan the whole fucking time. The whole season has been a plan.
Well, it's been multiple plans, but this is like the last one for this season. That got stretched out in a couple episodes. This is the major one, just so she can get the summer festival with the 100,000 likes in 3 days before the deadline.
Okay.
But so yeah, plan set. They're in the middle of Shibuya Square. You see Aiko and Kabe Taijin, they're doing their music because Nanami and her idol group, they were supposed to play there too. And their plan was they go there, scan the QR code, and you get 100,000 yen or something like that.
What?
Yeah, that's the enemy group. That's what they're doing. They're
trying to get 100,000 likes.
Yeah, because right now they're only at the 60,000. So while Aiko has 0.
Yeah, Kongming is saying like, oh, they're gonna peak out, and now we're gonna surge. Okay,
he peaked out, and basically that's why he's using money to get those 40,000 more.
Sure.
So you know what? I gotta pay money, but at the end of the day, we're gonna get it back.
Right.
So while Aiko and Kabe Taijin are performing, Kongming tricked them with their QR codes, thinking it's theirs, but it's really not. It's for Aiko.
Dastardly.
So they were doing that, and they were at 70,000. and then someone noticed.
So they would have been the other team would have been had the 100,000.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So all that happened, and then you see Nanami in the group there finally.
Mm-hmm.
So now Aiko's like stopped, and now it's there. Like their actual QR code. They're doing their lip sync and they're dancing.
Mm-hmm.
They're at 98,000.
Mm.
While Aiko is like 76 or so. So they told Kabi Taijin, do your rap. So he did his diss rap to the other group, telling that how Nanami is a faker for doing this lip sync and all that. So he called them out right in front of the fans. And the fans got angry.
Damn.
But Nanami's looking like internally Nanami's like, he's right though.
Damn.
I hear the rap like, holy shit.
Snitched them out. Damn.
And now they're the enemies, and Kami's like, that's fine. Now Aiko has to sing her song. Now, before she does, the fans aren't giving her a time of day now because of this.
Yeah,
they disrespected their favorite group.
Yeah.
So Nanami actually tells them, let him finish.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other guy was like, what the fuck you doing? But the fans are quiet now. Aiko sings her actual song, Dreamer. It's amazing. I loved it. She won the fans over. They got the likes. Nanami and her friends are all like tearing up because like they lost, like they know they lost their way with the music.
Mm-hmm.
After this corporate guy basically telling them to change everything that they were. Like no singing, no music, just be sex symbols with just dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because of this, they ripped their masks off. And Aiko did it. She has 100,000 likes.
Dastardly. They dastardly got them.
Yeah, and what you call it? And now when she finished the song, they're like, yeah, congrats, you did it. I'm happy for you. And then Nanami and her friends, they start singing their actual music. They do it, and like some fans came and went, like how it was for them originally. Like they lost, like it was like kind of quiet. Like most of the fans went home after Aiko sang.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy was like, "See, this is what happens. You sing your shit, and you guys suck."
Yeah.
And then Kongming's like, "Hi, well, one, I actually disagree." Because he's been recording their performance on a live feed.
Mm-hmm.
And now they also have 100,000 likes from their actual music and not this corporate shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was there's an actual strategy called the 10,000 arrow strategy. For Zhuge, he basically says he'll join the army like this one if he can get 10,000 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So how did he get the arrows? During one of the battles in the water with the boats, all the arrows that shot, he took those arrows and gave it to us like, oh yeah, I got the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So basically he took those extra likes and gave it to that group. So now they're both going to that summer festival.
Oh, all's well that ends well.
Yeah. Basically Kongming want to show like their support, like they actually like these guys, they actually like these girls without what you're doing to them.
Mm-hmm.
So all that happened. They're at a part. There's a party at the bar, obviously, and you see the manager Toshihiko and Kongming chatting. They're chatting for a bit. It's like like you were like them too, weren't you? Like because you find out he was actually in a band when he was younger. No, the manager that was managing the girls, Toshihiko.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually had a band himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of them betrayed the other three, and that's what happened. Like that band became a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't want that to happen to the girls. That's why he was so strict on them.
Mm.
But yeah, no, they got to understand it. So Nanami apologized as well, and she wants him to be their manager again. But like fresh start, none of this shit that he wanted.
But fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah, but he said okay.
Of course he did. Wouldn't be anime if he wasn't so kind.
Yeah, and then during the party, Kongming's on the roof having a drink to himself by himself. Aika goes up there. She thanks him for everything, and like we're just getting started, but
And they
definitely
gave him
just
Monko as a reward.
yep,
Did it?
exactly. No,
Ah.
no, no. So
Like, that's the
so
perfect end.
I think we'll definitely get a season 2 for sure from how popular it got
Because
all
they
of a
gotta go to the
sudden.
summer festival.
Yeah, and the credits was Eiko and Kabitachi singing the ending theme.
Mm,
So it was nice, very nice. I loved it. 4.5,
cool.
and that's it for me.
I gotta remember my two. Derp.
You're 2.
I only got. Do I have 2 or 3? I don't even know at this
You
stage.
got Boruto. You have,
Yeah, no, Demon Lord and Dawn of the Witch. So I'm not caught up on the latest episodes of Dawn of the Witch or
but you
Demon
still talk
Lord.
about last week's.
Yes, I will. I will. Basically at this stage, for Demon Lord, um, I'm trying to remember where. Oh, I remember. So the last time we did a recording, they ended up doing the arc, I forget, it's like the ancient arc. And so basically they've gone back in time. They were in a carriage and they were going to some festival, I don't know, someplace. And they end up like getting, I don't know, possessed or pulled into another dimension. I don't know. Some crazy shit happens where they're in like a white void and there's a little child that basically proclaims itself to be God, and basically it's sending the gang over to like the ancient times in order to kill a certain being. And so they get sent to the times where Ard was his original, like his original character, the demon lord Varvatos. And so they go to ancient times, they immediately make their presence known, all of that. They end up, meeting with some of the other people that were again part of Varvados's like inner circle, including god damn it, what's her face? What's her name? Not Jenny. God damn it. I don't remember her fucking name. I wonder, hopefully it's on here. Let's see. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Nope, that's Shield Hero. Derp. Greatest Demon Lord. Lydia. There we go. That's her name. Lydia. So they
Okay,
meet up
yeah,
with
what?
they meet up with Olivia, they meet up with Lydia, they meet up with another woman. I forget, she's like a scientist. I forget her name. But basically they start meeting the cast, and so eventually they end up meeting Varvados. They call him Demon Lord out of respect, and Varvados is like, huh? Like there's somebody else that's the Demon Lord, and they're like, what? Like, and Art is thinking back. He's like, I was definitely the Demon Lord by this time. I don't understand
Right.
it. And so basically they're able to put 2 and 2 together after a battle. Basically the battle that they put together, they're going to go see like this arc demon, and this arc demon is basically like something happened in like their original timeline where the arc demon basically poisons Lydia's mind
Right.
until some shit happens, and then Varvados has to kill her. That's what we see in the previous episode. I think it's like episode 7 or 8 where they mention that Lydia dies because of Varvados. And
Right.
so during this battle is basically the commencement of all of that. Well, they get to the Archdemon's lair and find it in fucking flames. It's just flames, and then they hear a scream, ah, and his fucking head rolls,
Ah.
his head, the archdemon's head rolls out in front of them. They're like, what the fuck is happening? And then we see this demon lord, and so they put 2 and 2 together. Basically some other entity has traveled back into Varvados's time and is basically trying to rewrite history and make him the demon lord and not Varvados. And so he knows Ard, and he's like, you know who I am, Ard.
Yes,
I'm
I do.
declaring war on the what's it called, on all of Varvados's people, and I'm taking his land. If he wants his land, then he'll have to forcibly take it from me. And that's how that episode, which is the last episode, ends. There's obviously a new episode, but I haven't seen it. So
While doing that, I'm gonna drink my Icelandic cider.
Icelandic cider. Okay.
Yep,
Uh
smuggle it.
yeah, okay.
Well, it's not in the States, so I had to get it while I was in Iceland.
Lucky you. Cheers. Kampai. I can't see, but kampai. All right, next is Dawn of the Witch. Where am I at with Dawn of the Witch? God damn it, I don't even, where the fuck am I at Dawn of the Witch? Because Dawn of the Witch has really truly been a little uneventful. in all seriousness, like it's okay.
Right.
Um, God damn it. Basically, from where we left off last, um, Sabe gets his memories back, and he finds out more about his father. He goes over to the witch. What's her name? What's her nut? Her nut is Zero. She goes over to the witch Zero, and starts saying like, I got my memories back, I don't know what to do. And then basically he finds out like, oh, Zero is her aunt, and he finds out his father is like the greatest demon or the greatest sorcerer that ever lived, but he's evil. And they have a conversation about his father and things of that nature. And then also, um she before this happens, he has a conversation with Hort, tells her the same thing about the memories. And then Hort's like, oh, like Sable, who has no he has no idea of like common sense or like how to approach like a circumstance. He basically blurts out like, oh, Professor Los said that you like me. And then Hort gets all like, like embarrassed, and she's,
Right.
flustered. And what's it called, basically Hort ends up asking like, oh, do you like me? And he goes, no. Straight up,
Like,
bro.
fuck you. I love Amelia.
Straight up. No, yeah, he's like, just fuck you. He's like, I love what's it called. He's like, I think I like the professor. Keep in mind, the professor is a 300-year-old loli. Take that for what it's
Oh
worth.
boy.
So he goes over, talks to to go to Zero, and before he goes out though, Hort is like, it's fine, we can still be friends. Just give me, a daily supply of magic by holding hands. And he's like, okay. And as he goes to hold her hand, he gets a flashback of like his past life where like the whatever evil creature fucking grabbed onto his hand and overdosed on the magic, and she dies. And so he freaks out, runs over to Zero's house, and Hort's all confused. But Hort's like, oh, well, I found out that he likes what's it called? That he likes Professor Los. So she goes to find the professor and fucking tells him like, hey, what's it called? What's it called? Sable likes you. Sable likes you. And he's like, yeah, I was gonna pretend that I didn't hear that, because she was secretly eavesdropping behind the door when they were having that conversation. And he's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I was just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. And she's like, by the way, you shouldn't be blabbing other people's what's it called, relationship things. That's very rude. And as they're having this conversation, she hears a scream like, ah, and they're like, what the fuck?
Ah.
And as that's happening, Zero and what's it called? Sable are having a like magic like conduit type of like conjuring thing. I don't know. Basically, right. It's to help him learn how to conjure magic and use magic better. So Sable and Zero hear the scream as well, and Zero's like, don't worry about it. It's gonna break your concentration and it's gonna fuck up everything. So just stay focused. Let everybody else handle whatever that scream was. Okay, and they stay focused. So Hort and Professor Los go to where the scream was, and it's Kuro. Kuro's been stabbed by the guy who they found in the previous episode. In the previous episode, they found a guy who was like dying of like bee stings, like OD'd on like bee stings. And so they rezzed him, but then he went to stab Kuro. And so he went to go stab Los and Hort, and they restrain him. And then the priest comes and was like, oh, he was probably sent from the church. And so he does some crazy voodoo shit where he fucking basically asks him a series of questions, and he's like, you don't have to answer these questions, but I'll know your answers anyway, so if you want to answer them, feel free. And he starts asking him these damning questions. The guy doesn't answer any of the questions, but then basically the priest is able to figure out shit on his own. And Hort is like, how is he able to figure out all these answers? And it's like he's reading body language. He's reading untold body language and like eye movements, breaths. He's reading all this shit, and that's how he's able to get the answers. And so that was pretty cool. And then basically the episode ends. How the fuck does the episode end? I think it ends in like some wholesome way with like
Right.
the what's it called? What's his face? The tyrants being basically like an attendant to like some school children, and they're all planning to go to some like lake for like a little school trip or whatever.
Nice.
And then they're gonna have like some sort of battle or something that's gonna be there probably. That happened today because that's today's episode that I didn't see. So
okay.
Like I said, it's a whatever series. Like it's gonna be in one of my lower ends of the spectrum by the time it's all said and done.
Right.
And then finally, Boruto. Long story short, after the rebirth of god damn it, what's his name?
What's that fucker?
What's that motherfucker? Who's that Pokemon? Who's that motherfucker? I was gonna say Iwabe, that's not it. God damn it. Ikada. So basically, after the rebirth of Ikada, Boruto uses Talk no Jitsu on the fucking Mizukage, and he's like, "I'm gonna."
Oh god, I fucking knew it.
Yep, he went Talk no Jitsu. They went Talk no Jitsu. He's like, he used Talk no Jitsu successfully on the Mizukage to buy him some time, to try and basically try to Talk no Jitsu Ikada. So he goes over to Ikada's ship, and they blow up their boat immediately. And of course, Boruto tries his damnedest to use Talk no Jitsu. It don't work. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of breath. As he's trying to Talk no Jitsu Ikada, the mobile fortress that was destroyed by Boruto and the crew, probably like 10 or 12 episodes in back, resurfaces. And that is all hell bad, because basically they use a shocker cannon, and if the shocker cannon hits the fucking the windmill on the sea, it's going to destroy everything immediately. So now everyone is freaking the fuck out, like this is happening. And they're basically saying like, oh well, Boruto's going to fail, whatever, like this is fucked, we have to get in position to try and stop the shocker cannon. And so jokingly, Ikada like goes to Boruto and he's like, hey, I'll consider putting my weapons down if you kill the Mizukage. And they're like, we can't do that. He's like, oh well, too bad, that was a special offer, you're gonna die, and everyone's gonna die. And so Boruto's like, wait, he's like, instead of the Mizukage's life, I'll give you my life. And he takes his headband off to end that last episode. So basically, Talk no Jitsu failed, and so he's like, all right, I'll let you kill me so I can save everyone. Because that makes
sense. He's not his dad, so
he's not his dad, no. So but no, other than the Talk no Jitsu episode, which is kind of corny, everything else has been really solid with Boruto. But this has been a great arc. Seriously, this has been a really, really good arc. Other than, I'd say, the Otsutsuki arc, this is the second best arc of the series for sure, and it just followed the first best arc of the series as a whole. So okay. Boruto's on a good stretch.
Alrighty, is that all your stuff?
See, hi.
All right. Okay, yeah. Let's get to it. Let's get to Shield Hero first.
Let's get it in. Actually, wait, before we get it in, I want to get some cookies. Hold on a second.
You get some cookies, damn it.
Bro, both my cats were like laying on the couch chilling, and they saw me running, dashing toward the thing, and they both jumped off the couch and flew. Both of them flew to the room. That was funny. Okay.
All right.
I'll put myself.
All right, you got your cookies. All right.
I don't offend people while I eat cookies.
All right.
Cookies.
Cookie. All right.
Cookies.
All right. Anyway, let's start with Shield Hero. We find out what happened to Raphtalia.
Yes.
Yeah, she got sent to prison.
Yes.
And guess who else was in that prison? Therese, Glass, and Lark.
And some soap. And some soap.
But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, like, who are you, you tiny raccoon? You like, oh shit, it's Raphtalia. Just younger looking. Say, oh, we got to get out of here.
So why do you have your weapon?
So she uses a little bit of her trickery, her genjutsu, to make the guard thinking that, oh, they escaped. Nope. They were invisible.
Psych.
And then they used their weapons.
Because you forgot that they tricked the guard, thinking they're invisible. Then the guard came into the cell, and he was wearing a talisman that basically weakens the cell and makes the guard stronger, and basically diminishes
them weaker.
Yeah. So Raphtalia takes the talisman, and then basically that makes their weapon just as strong again, and they bust out.
They bust out going, bye, see ya. So now Raphtalia is with the enemy. Cheater. So yeah, basically, Therese is a walking bank apparently, selling all of her shit, just so Raphtalia can eat, just so they can get clothes. Just
you gotta do.
That's what the fuck, girl. They better pay her back. She worked hard for those.
Lord knows what kind of strange things she did for those changes.
Exactly. Yeah, now she got to do it all over again. They get into town. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, who's gonna be the katana hero or the katana vassal? It might be this guy. What's his name? Blue hair prick.
Yeah, no, not Kyo.
Kazuki.
Sure.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Kazuki. No one gives a shit. It's like, oh boy, I've been waiting for this. It's gonna be me. And it's like, psych, it's Raphtalia.
You thought it was you, but it's me, Raphtalia.
That's right. Like, oh, she stole it. She's a thief. Like, no, it chose her. So no, they didn't do it. So they run away basically.
Nigaru!
Nigarandaya! They do that. And yeah, she gets to the area where they worship the katana hero on this shrine of sorts.
What a coincidence.
Oh no, how convenient. And yeah, apparently she knows how to use it very well. And she has to.
You guys can't see me, but I'm doing like this whole like gesturing and I'm gesticulating right now, as our friend Cornette would say.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like she wears the clothes, and then all of a sudden, I am this person now. This is me, damn it.
You forgot to highlight that she got they basically gave her food and she grew. No, sorry, the katana made her grow.
Yeah, made her grow to her actual age.
And then they freaking took off her clothes and you see her completely butt ass naked.
Yep.
And how old is she, Matt?
Oh my god. Well, according to the light novel, between 18 and 20, but mentally she's 10, so physically she's probably 17 or 18.
So we just basically saw a special needs girl, just butt fucking naked.
There you go.
I mean, that's what happened. But fuck,
Yeah, and now, yeah, she met Kazuki again. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my katana back, you son of a bitch. And yeah, again, she knows all these abilities somehow. It's like it was her the whole time, coming to take back her weapon. Even with the beast that Kazuki has with him, and does this icy mist thing, hits him, and now he's like covered in blue.
Yep.
Can't move, can't do shit.
Nope.
Didn't kill him. Should have killed him. So they retreat.
Yep.
And coincidentally, there's Naofumi, because she thought she was gonna die. But there's Philo, Naofumi, and the other shitheads.
The shitheads.
And the other shitheads.
And the other shitheads. Oh, what's her name now? Naofumi, Philo, and then
Rishia.
Rishia, yeah. She's useful in this arc. She's useful. Don't call her a shithead.
I'm still gonna call her shithead.
She's useful, goddammit.
Yeah, no, have it was stepping for the arrow guy. What's that? What you call it? What's that bow fishing rod hero name?
Something with a K.
Something with a K.
Starts with a K.
Kizuna.
There we go, Kizuna.
Yes. So yeah, they all coincidentally found Raphtalia after on the Bring of Death.
The other shitheads. That's fucking hilarious.
Yes. And then the next episode, more shitheads come as Lark Glass and the other girl found them.
That sounds like a great band. Naofumi and the shitheads.
Naofumi the shit. No, it's Naofumi and the fucking lollies.
No, Kazuna's legal. She's 18. So is Glass and Theark.
Well, how old is Rishia?
Probably not legal.
That's what
I don't know. You have Google. You have the Google machine.
I have the Google machine. Hold on. All right, Google, search this bitch for me.
How old is Ricio?
17.
Okay.
You were saying?
All right. Anyway.
Anyway, everyone's reunited. One big fucking happy family, except for
one
Kazuki,
big happy group of shitheads.
Except for Kazuki and dipshit number one, the book hero, Kyo.
Yo, Matt's popping me on this fucking review. This is great.
We're doing this. Yeah, so what does dipshit one do? He kills the other asshole. He's dead, decapitated. Kazuki's dead, and his groupies are like, "Hey, don't do that."
No, he didn't get decapitated, bro. He got like he got his body cut in half and decapitated. I think he got cut 3 ways.
Yeah, like his from his shoulders up, he was cut off.
Bro, like from his waist to like his torso was sliced, and then from like his like shoulders
frozen. He was like, "Yeah, they told you not to move.
They told you not to move, shithead."
Yeah. Thank you, Captain Dipshit. Now we go to Dafumi the lolly and the fucking lollies, and
this is such a great review.
they're all together now. Oh yeah, God. What happened? Oh yeah, I don't like these guys. Why don't you like them? Because they tried to kill me in the other world.
Mm-hmm.
And Kazuna's like, why did you do that? Glass, Lark,
yeah,
blue hair bitch, Therese. Why? And he's like, oh yeah, because we have to save our world. Like, who the fuck told you that? Did you confirm it was real?
Mm.
And now Lark is young master in this castle they're in. And of course, now Fu teases him for it. And then we get to they're all out in the open. They're shopping with her money.
Yeah.
While Kazuna was like, let's go get the best armor weapons we can buy. They're like, who's paying for it?
The castle, because fucking Lark is the king of the fucking town.
Yeah, he's the young master.
He's the Waka.
Yes, he is the Waka.
Waka.
So they all go shopping. Lark and Nafumi are done teasing each other. They're done tickling each other's taint. And Yomogi, the childhood friend of Kyo, is like, hey, I'm going to go fight you guys now.
Yeah.
Yet they're all fighters. Like, hey, this is unfair. It should be 1-on-1, not 6-on-1. And they're like, you attacked us first. You dumbass.
For real, right?
And then it's just the sword she has is possessed. It's gonna kill her. So they have her get rid of the sword. She gets handcuffed.
Sword goes boom.
Sword go boom. So Kyo wanted her to die.
Basically.
And now it's just, we shouldn't, like, let's kill her. Like, no, we can't kill her. She's a friend. That's not what heroes do.
This is true.
So fishing rod bitch, she got there.
Fishing rod bitch. Kazuna,
she got her there handcuffed. Nothing done. Nothing happened, apparently.
Told the other shitheads to go to the town.
Yeah, the old dipshit said, hey, you go here. I'm going to go talk to her one alone in my mansion while she's handcuffed.
Hey.
And it's like, make yourself at home. You want tea? You want this? You want me to strap you again?
Ooh, the place is so clean. It won't be for long.
I haven't been there in years.
Right? I wonder if my bed's all pretty. Well, it won't be for long.
No, not anymore after this. This is how she does her negotiations. Why kill them when you could seduce them?
Hey.
So basically, Yomogi, she thought she was being manipulated by her childhood friend. Like, no, he was only doing this to stop the waves. We got time, right? Oh yeah, that's his hideout. But wait,
there's more.
There's more. The countdown is not 7 days anymore. It's right now.
No, it was So it was not 7 days. So over the course of this whole arc, it was 7 days. At the time that everything was still straight, it was like 2 days, like 12 hours, or 2 days, 10 hours, or some shit like that. And then immediately it goes to fucking zero.
It goes to 0.
And you're skipping over the fact that Kazuna did manage to get dipshit number 8 to fucking talk and say, like, hey, Kyo is like us. He wants to like stop the waves.
I said Kyo want to stop the waves.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention
But before that, though, what you call it? Other dipshits groupies were like, but to Kyo say, hey, fix him. You chopped him up. Fix it.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, he's fine. He's a test tube baby.
Test tube. Okay, Dusty Rose.
He's a test tube baby.
He's a test tube baby. Test tube baby.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. All right, now we fast forward again. Back to the
hold on, wait, before you continue, is he dead at this stage? Because you notice how when he did what you're about to say, he flushed the tubes.
No, it's like he was just put back together already.
I don't know. We don't know. All I know is that when he does what he does, the tubes get flushed.
Yeah, he's getting his tubes tied.
Yeah, they didn't get tied, brother. They got fucking flushed.
Flushed down the drain. But yeah, the wave is happening, and then Yomogi was like, shit, Kyo lied to me.
He wasn't trying to stop the waves. He was trying to create a wave. And he did. He managed to create a wave.
All right, and that's where that episode ended.
It's first off, it's a lot better than what it was before. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's a lot better. If it had started this entire way, it would be a consensus top 10 anime of the season, as I've said. And the other thing I was gonna say is there's so many different lapses in logic. It's like, really, dude, for real?
Right? Yeah, I agree. It's like, what the fuck?
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Entertaining as all hell and funny as all hell.
Oh yeah. Ridiculous. All right, let's move on. Shikimori. We didn't get a new episode this week because there was another recap with commentary. From the cast. Again. So there's still one that's not a penultimate.
Yeah, we're not gonna get a penultimate. It's gonna end at the same time as
it's gonna end in July.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna end around the summer. But yeah, it was mostly about Kamiya.
I love Kamiya.
I do too. She's great.
She is one of my favorite characters of the season.
Bad for her too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it was mostly about her and that she really likes Izumi.
Mm-hmm.
And what you call it?
It's more natural. That's the other thing too. It's so much more natural, I feel, even though it wasn't forced or anything.
Yeah, they knew each other. I think they knew each other longer, and Izumi was the only one that treated her like a person.
Yeah, bro. Like everyone worshipped her, and like Izumi was just like, she's just a cool friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And she fell.
And then Shikimori was begging Kamiya to switch numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did hesitantly give it to her. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Shikimori definitely saw that expression on her face.
She knew. It was a tip.
Yeah, she definitely knew. And then before that, Kamiya went back to her class.
Yeah.
For her thing. And yeah, she was surrounded by her classmates or fans. Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where she had to step outside.
Mm-hmm.
It was like she felt very overwhelmed with her emotions. Like, she tried to keep her emotions intact.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's like talking to herself on top of the school roof, and then you see Shikimori right there.
Yep.
And yeah, she kind of called her out on it.
Yep.
And then Kamiya was just like, you have nothing to worry about with.
I won't ever step near your boyfriend, yeah.
I was like, I won't even hang out with him.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Shikimori didn't want that.
Yep.
No, like, I'm glad you told me like your actual feelings. Like the fact that you care about him that much makes me glad I'm with him, type of ordeal.
And she also said, like, anybody who can genuinely like my boyfriend is a great human being.
Yeah.
That was
she took the high road for sure.
She for sure took the high road. I definitely got emotional.
Yeah. For all we know, yeah, hell, she could have punched her.
For real. Yeah, bro, just the way when Kamiya started crying and she's like, "What's going on?" And then she started bawling. I was like, "Oh, my fucking heart."
No,
My heart. Damn it.
I did feel that a bit. I was like, ow.
That was, oh my god. Team rejection was in full fucking effect right there, boy.
Yeah.
And she didn't even get rejected.
It's always the short hair girls.
No, Kamiya's got pretty like decently. She doesn't have long hair, but she's not like short hair.
Like she's got mid hair.
She got mid hair.
Yeah. And then Kamiya goes back to her normal life, her normal day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she meets up with Izumi, and then Izumi gives her a gift. It was a birthday gift or anniversary gift on top of that.
Yup, it was.
Yeah, and then what was it? What did he give her?
What did he give her? A necklace.
Oh, that's right. It was a necklace, like a heart necklace.
Yeah, it's a heart necklace.
Yeah, and then I got some reassurance of how much they actually care about each other. And you see Shikamori cry, actually.
Yeah, because so basically...
that wasn't expected.
Yeah, and then freaking what's it called? They were having a conversation, and what's it called? Izumi was basically talking about how much Shikamori means to him and stuff, and then meanwhile Shikamori like in her head was like thinking like, oh, now I gotta worry about Kamiya, and then like whatever, and then I forget they said something, and Izumi's like, oh, like I want you to trust me as much as I trust you, and I was like,
it's like no matter how. Whoever's pretty or smarter, whoever tries to take you, you're mine.
Mm-hmm.
So no, that was a really good episode.
It was a wonderful episode. I loved it.
Alrighty. Now speaking of more romance, Cuckoos.
Yes, another fantastic one.
Yeah, Sachi gets a bit of a spotlight here.
I was wondering when she's gonna come in.
Yeah, and now it was the right spot for her too.
Yeah, and she's not overbearing. Like she's not creepy as a.
But we'll get to all that in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you call it? Sachi comes over. Like, oh, she was wearing Erika's clothes. Like, oh, is she home? Like, no.
Nope.
And and Naki was basically trying to kick her out.
Yeah.
Like, this house for ourselves. You got your own place. Damn it, go home. Erika's not here.
Dad snores so loud and it's so cramped, and I can't study.
Yeah, and then hours later, she comes back
with all of her shit,
and she's like, "I left home." And then Namine, the mother, calls Nagi. He's like, "I help. Like your dad's crying. She left. Try to get her back." Yeah. He's like, if it's a snoring, I'll stop." all this shit.
Want to say hi to my friend's cat? I don't know if you can see. Can you see my friend's cat?
I can see the kitty.
You can see the kitty.
I
gotta be super careful because the last time I've done, he doesn't like being picked up, unlike my cat. So I'm trying to do what I can.
My cat has to be in the mood.
Yeah, my cat, I can pick up my cat at any time, but for this cat, not so much.
Yeah. Then Erika is like, oh, it's no problem. Yeah, she can stay here. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, mm-hmm. My sister. Then Nagi trying to explain to her, like, side to side, like, hey, hush, hush, like I'm trying to get him back.
Right.
Yeah, and then Sachi starts being a tsundere, having a fit.
Yep.
And she goes to the bed. She goes to hang out with Erika. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be study buddies.
Yeah, study
buddies. And
money.
Erika talks to Sachi, saying, "So why did you actually leave?" And then you see her open up, right. And she just wanted to spend time with her Oni-chan.
She's like, I didn't want my Oni-chan to go away and get married, and I'll never see him again. That was, honest to God, for like a show that's so like semi like very like older teen oriented / like young adult oriented, like that was kind of unexpected considering the way they led it with that tease of like, oh well, we're not related, but at the same time she felt like that sisterly, like little sister feeling,
Yeah, it could slowly turn to that, but as of right now it's just this. And Nagi overheard her.
Oh, I know. What is motherfuckers eavesdropping on conversations, bro? Like, come on.
So what happened the next day? She did none of that. She locked him out of the room saying, "This is my room now."
Yep, and he slept on the couch and he was miserable.
And it's like, what the shit? You want to spend time with me, yet you do this shit?
Typical fucking tsundere.
Yeah, this is why they get rejected.
Always.
Yep. Another
Except
short
for
hair
Taiga.
girl that'll be rejected.
Except for Taiga.
Yeah, but is being the crap out of someone make a good tsundere?
It makes a successful one.
Yeah, it made a successful one. But that's the question if it's good or not. Unless you like that shit.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, he's into it. Sure, he gets pegged. I'm sure.
Look at you being so kind. This cat is. I don't.
Yes.
Do you hear the cat purring?
Yeah, I hear the cat. Oh, he's adorable.
You love it.
But yeah, Erika and Sachi go shopping around town,
Mm-hmm.
and of course Nagi gets dragged along.
Mm-hmm.
Guilt tripped, mind you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then he turns his back away for a minute, and they're not there.
Nope.
And then he sees a group of people together. It's like, oh, I heard it was two girls. It's like, what the shit? So he starts freaking out. He trips in front of everyone, and you just see them basically having ice cream or whatever.
Right, and then everyone's like, "What a fucking creep! Like, what kind of fan is this guy?"
Yeah, and then Erika and Sachi ask Nagi if they want to go home together.
He's with them. What a pimp!
It's like, what the fuck?
What a pimp!
Yeah, so Hero took a break, it seems, so that's good. And I like this one. This was a nice episode.
It was a very nice episode. This series is very, it's a nice break from a typical what's it called? From a typical romance, you know?
Right. No, I am enjoying this one.
I am very.
Alrighty, let's get to some action.
Hey,
Hero.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn, another. They milked this one, but you know what? This works.
It's so fucking good, bro. I'm so tempted to give it a 5, even though it doesn't hit 5, but I don't know. I'm invested in this so much that I want to give it a 5.
It's a 4, but this is still really good.
It is super solid. Super fucking solid.
Yeah, they milked that one attack out for a whole episode, but they made it in a way that worked.
They did it the way Dragon Ball Z should have done it.
Yeah. We focus a lot more on Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And how he was with his life when he was starting out as a hero to now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you find out the whole group is basically based on the Zodiacs, like Gemini and all that.
Yeah, that was really cool. I didn't expect that. That came out kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, it makes sense, but yeah, now we know why.
Yeah.
But you see like how he was doing all like he had to save the world, he had to do it. And when it was a very peaceful life, he was bored.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where you're so desperate to create more like him.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kill people so he could beat them.
Mm-hmm. That was wicked. I was not expecting that. Bro, like literally the principle of what is it? Fucking you live long enough to see yourself become
you die a hero, live long enough to become a villain, yeah.
That's so wild, bro. It was that when I saw that was like, I really want to give it a 5 because this is so like different.
Yeah. I got to the point. He had a little breakdown. He stopped what he was doing.
Yeah. As they invaded.
Yeah, and then he fought for a while, and then he heard about Echidna.
Yeah.
And he talked about how he wants someone worthy for the Philosopher's Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So he was fighting Lily, Stana, Melns, Edwald, and the point it got to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Echidna was talking about this spell that's specifically made for Leo.
Mm-hmm.
As she thought she didn't need it, but it turns out she did. And it was for this. And then we get back to where he is now, where he's about to get shot at. And he got shot with that spell. She was afraid that he was going to dodge or something.
Yeah, but he was like, nope. And he said, thank you. He stood there on purpose and then said, thank you.
Yeah, he felt himself like he can't regenerate. He can't do these types of powers.
He's like, it's been centuries since I felt this much danger.
Yeah. And it got to the point where, now he can take hits and everything now.
Yeah, and so
Lily, they all took a hit at him.
One by one. Their most devastating slice, blow, magic.
Cut.
Yep.
And he started falling over, a smile on his face, and the kid knew what he was trying to do, and she saw that.
Yeah, and
And she
as
as she was still trying to find a way to save him after hitting him with that.
Yeah, it was crazy because like literally like as this was happening, she's like, you didn't want to save the world, you wanted somebody to save you. You wanted somebody to say, I'll save you. And it didn't have to be this way. And Ekidana was super duper upset.
Yeah, and then even Leah was having that talk, like they were having a conversation, but like internally.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he got to the point where like he didn't want to die anymore. Like he just wanted people to be with.
Yep.
And that was what happened. And he falls over, and that's where it ended.
Yeah.
So he could be alive after that.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this was a fantastic episode.
It's been a fantastic anime.
Yeah, I've been enjoying this a lot. All right, Komi.
Komi-san.
My favorite guy showed up.
The fucking vain guy?
The protagonist. Shisutu Naruste.
Oh, God.
Hey, this you may not like it, but this is peak perfection for a protagonist.
He ended up being cool by the end of the episode, but at first.
Yeah, but it worked out. Before the first part was Komi trying to explain to Najimi what happened. And then all she wrote was, I was checking his pulse. And then, yet they didn't know what he was talking, what she was talking about.
Huh?
Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, wait, I don't know. Anyway, she said she was checking your pulse. I was like, huh?
Okay.
Yep. And then we get to Shisuta. And yeah, he believes he's the main protagonist of the show.
Mm-hmm.
He's good looking. He's got the hair. He's got the glasses. He's got his own background music.
Mm-hmm.
Suave motherfucker. Full on narcissist, though.
Yep.
And we get that student in the background. I forgot his name. I don't think they said his name. No, Chusaku. Sorry. Chusaku is his name. He's like narrating to us. Like he thinks it's like it's not. No one cares.
I like him. I definitely like him.
I like their dynamic.
He's funny. Yep.
He's great. And then he sees Kobe like, oh, maybe she's my love interest. It got to the point where everyone was like making sure he was not near her.
Mm-hmm.
Doing everything in their power until Ren just started whispering awful things to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then that ruined his confidence for a bit. He had his phone out. Komi looked away and looked like he guess he wants Tano's number now because he was right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has a friend and he gets those fucking selfies everywhere.
Bro, that was a fucking great fucking series of moments there.
Yes, I love him. It's great.
And the slow build up by Tadano. He's like, yeah, just like that. Yeah, this is art.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a bit because we're gonna talk about the field trip.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're all going to Kyoto. You find out Komi lied about going to Kyoto.
Yeah, and this part, if you never have heard Komi talk, this was the most
she was like full on talking
mile that she's ever talked in the series.
Right?
And it was great.
No,
I was like, great. Finally.
Yeah, and it was a really nice moment between her and Tadano.
Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting when you see like phone interactions in anime where it's like you see one person and it cuts to the other one, or it'll have like a dual screen like we have right now on the podcast.
Yeah, but they're like right next to each other.
They're right next to each other behind the wall. And Tadano knows like if I'm looking at her in the face, she won't.
He's not going to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, but so she needs to have a barrier to open up, which is very interesting when you look at that dynamic.
I like that them together is developing a lot.
It is. Everything is developing, and they even talk about that in the next episode too.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, we go to the field trip. All boys on one side, all girls on the other, but that's later on. But they get a bus tour. The tour guide is failing and getting their attention.
Hey, tour guide, are you single? Yes.
Yes. It's like, oh god, another trope. And then one of them, I think Shigeo, whoever the orange hair guy, is like, I'll date you. I'll get another generic cliche response from these tour guides.
Yep.
Well, yeah, almost everyone was practically ignoring this lady, except for Comey on the bus with Tadano.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to the point where it's like, just fuck already.
And he's like, no, they should just get married already, not just
that. Just fuck already. And then
bro,
we get to the hotel.
She'll be like a dead fish. The first time Tadano fucking does it, she'll be like a dead fish. It's gonna be so.
She will be. She will be. Yeah. He's doing all the work.
And some.
And then some. Yes.
He's gonna be doing the thrusting and the moaning.
Oh gosh, he's gonna be like the boys with Homelander. He's gonna grab. I'm not gonna get into that. All right. But yeah, at the hotel, all boys in one room, all girls in the other. Najimi's with the girls because Najimi's Najimi.
And even fucking what's her face was like, really? We're doing this?
Yep. And I got to the point where Thirsty Ren becomes too much again.
Mm-hmm.
For the bath. Like, I want to touch her boob strip.
Titties.
Do all this. While, what's that girl? What the cool one? Nene. The tall hair girl. The tall one. Nene. Onemi?
Oh, Onimene.
Yeah.
Oh,
her first name is Nene.
Yeah, Omine. Yeah.
Omine and the mutt, Akari. They're Agari, sorry. Not Akari.
I like Agari.
Yeah, just she likes to be in a dog. Yeah, she wants the wolf, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, and then she talks about how she was self-conscious because she was called meatballs. Then Komi's a shy as hell.
Nikudango. Nikudan. I sent that to Ernie, and then Ernie proceeded to tell me his personal life.
Meatballs killed my family.
Nikudango. Nothing more.
Yeah, and then Nene gives them confidence, so Agari starts taking her top off, and it's like,
and the tits just fall.
Yeah,
and she's like, Nikudango.
Yep. Yeah, and then the Reds try to get with her. And I got to the point where she just flat out went up to Kobe saying, "Can I touch your boobs?"
But then I love the narration. They were like, gone were her impure thoughts. She was so enamored by the beauty of Komi that she was pure and cleansed. And she, with the goodness of her heart, asked this direct question. And Komi still said, "No, I'm good."
It's like, it just ain't real purity of asking her to touch your breast. I don't know what is. Like that
is the purest way you could possibly ever see a "Can I touch your boobs?"
And then we get to the men's side. Makoto, my favorite.
Yeah.
Love this guy. He needs all the hugs.
All the hugs.
He sees like the free males like sitting there, like they're afraid, like we can't do anything.
Yeah. No, they're not, but they're not. They're afraid of what's his face? Of
Shisuto?
The guy who looks like Makabe.
Yeah, Makoto.
Mako. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're afraid of him.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And then they get to the bath. And now they're shy in the bath.
They are.
And then Makoto strips. He takes the towel off.
No, you're forgetting that freaking what's his face? Your favorite vain guy.
Yeah, my protagonist, yes.
Your protagonist. He's like, revel in my beauty. And he stands there and does poses, and they're not reveling because they're still scared of fucking.
Yeah, and then the other guy's like, Makabe. They're not looking at you.
I'm calling him Makabe.
Yes, Makabe. Yeah, then we get to the bath.
Yes.
They're shy. He takes his towel off.
Makabe. He takes his towel off. He's like, flexing.
Back muscles, thighs, slapping his ass. The girth.
Abs. The cock.
Yes. That's what they were impressed by the most.
They were impressed by the chimpo.
So now you know they're going to sit hard for this man.
My man had a piece on him.
He did. And then it got to the point where Shisuto said, "Hey, you look really high. I like your body. Take it off, strip."
Right.
No,
It's
didn't
like,
they? Was it before or after they shared? No, they shared face cream because Makoto was like, "Oh, he's like, I don't like
yeah,
doing the
lotion.
bath
Yeah, he
because then
gave him some
my
while
face
they were
gets all
drying
dry."
off.
And he's like, "Here, use this." And so they're like over here doing like facial moisturizers, and then he's like, "Hey, I like your body. Go ahead
And he's
and
like, "Oh, thank you." Like he's helping him open up.
yeah."
Now he's like, "Strip." Yeah, you see them like he looked like Makabe was on top of him, but no, they were just posing for pictures.
I think if there's gonna be one gay character that comes out of like the male side, it's gonna be Makoto. The way he talks about fucking Tadano.
100%.
He's like, I'm going on a date and I'm gonna spend the night in his bed
I'm
with
all
him and
for it.
everyone else.
I'm all for it, so I'm okay with that.
Big masculine gay.
Yes,
Big old bear. Eat your heart out, Pero.
Yep, totally about him. Yeah, but then the other three guys are like, "Hey, can we join?" Like,
of course.
Yeah, it's like revel in me while we call. So they're all these poses. Tadano is taking the pictures. He's like mesmerized.
Tadano is like, all right, I'm taking the picture. Oh, that was a good picture. Oh, this is a great picture. Oh, that's a great pose. Oh, this is so much fun. Snap.
This is art, damn it. And then Kobe is looking
as the girls are walking by and they're having this like strip fucking conversation.
Yep. Yeah, I was like, nope. And then Kobe's just looking for a minute, like,
nice.
And then the girls' side, they're having a pillow fight where they can go like who sleeps where. Of course, Najimi and Red are the final two.
Who sleep next to Komi? Get it right.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, Red and Najimi are worn out, tired.
Of course.
They're about to deliver the final blow, but the teacher walked in and they all fell asleep. They all set their own thing. So Najimi was the one next to Komi anyway.
Yeah, and then they giggled, which was cute. I thought that was cute too. They started like giggling when they had to do that, and then the teacher heard them giggling, came back in, and they're all like,
very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Executioner.
Oh, God, this is another one that I want to give a 5. This is another one I want to. So it doesn't like Akari has killed some of it, but not much, dude. Like, bro, depending on how this last episode
she was standing her own against Madam for a minute.
Bro, the way how this season finale concludes on Friday, because the season finale is on Friday.
There has to be another season.
There has to be well, yeah, for sure.
Because there's no way they're gonna just cram in Flare.
No, because
while Pandemonium is still alive.
If you notice, they die in the White Sands. That's where the final scene for them happens. Is the White Sands?
Yeah, they're nowhere near that yet.
They're nowhere near the White Sands yet.
Unless they make it the final 5 minutes somehow.
How?
I don't know. They could fuck it up like that.
The only thing I can think of would be time travel.
It'd be like as soon as Pandemonium dies, Flare's right there and fucks them both up. Depends on how long Pandemonium is there on screen.
We don't even know where Flare is.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw in the flashback with Mana and how she killed the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, we don't know where she is now in this timeline. We don't know where she's at.
Yeah, and let me guess, you want revenge for her killing your mother? That's why you want men. I was like, no, not at all.
Right.
I knew she had to die.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's not it. I was like, mostly it's like this. Fuck all of you.
For real.
Like, especially the people that call me useless after she died.
That made all the sense.
Yeah.
I dug that. I was like, yeah, I can see why that. But then she got everybody else in the town. And that wasn't cool.
Yeah, and then Meadow gets there, she fights Madden, and he dies. But her body opens up and you see this little girl.
Yep.
And she's one of like these 4 major sins.
She's she's the embodiment of sin. She's one of the 4 major errors.
Yeah, that's right. 4 major errors. She's
one of the 4 major errors. Yeah. So, but she's the embodiment of sin.
Yeah, and Meadow kills her a couple of times, but no, like she cannot die.
She
for
can't
all
die.
the rituals she's been through.
You're really downplaying how like disgustingly creepy this girl is. Like she's like the first time she dies, Meadow kills her. Then she's like, "Oh, I'm not dead," and she does the fucking exorcism. Like it cracks her neck 360 degrees.
Yeah.
Her head splits open, and another body falls out.
She even sacrificed her previous body.
Yeah, because she was missing an arm.
Before it died. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's missing an arm or something. Like It is gross but wicked. It's
Yeah,
gory as
and-
all hell. The monsters
and
from hell
all
are
she wants to
crazy.
do is make a movie.
And she wants to make a movie because there's no
That's
movies
really it.
in
She
this
wants to
world.
make her own B horror movie
Yep.
where just random, crazy, fucked up shit happens.
I'm Pandemonium. And she mentioned how what's it called? They're like, wait, how are you Pandemonium when the Pandemonium's over in the thing? They're like, oh, that was made by the Ivory Hero. And we find out also, I don't know if it's I think it's the previous
Akari, yeah, Akari let her out.
Yeah, no, not yet. We haven't gotten there yet. We found out that the Ivory Hero was a isekai that what's it called? That turned into a hero for that world.
Oh, okay.
But she was just like them. But yeah, we'll get into basically Akari letting her out because as Menno, so we'll break it down. So basically, Menno's struggling to fucking try and defeat Pandemonium, and all of a sudden, as she's on her heels, Ashina comes up out of nowhere, and she's like, "We'll pretend that this is our first time meeting. I'm Princess Ashina."
Yeah, she knew it was her in the garden.
Yeah, she knew. Yeah, she knew. And so she explains what's going on. They have a conversation, and then literally, damn, Steph Curry's on fire. Golden State's up by 22, and they just called timeout. Boston 6-12 in the third. Golden State's gonna win this title in Boston.
Right.
Love it. Fuck Boston. Anyway, so they go over and she's like, I have an idea, but I need your ether. And she's like, okay. So basically they both go in together and they're like, all right, let's do this. And so Ashina does this humongous slash through the ground, crack the ground, and Pandemonium's like, what's that? Whatever. And then Akari using her, I'm sorry, not Akari, Menno using her like tremendous ether control summons a humongous cathedral.
Yeah, and then she gets like crushed into a ball.
Yes, basically, she summoned the rift of all of the universe's ether between the physical world and heaven, and little heaven, and trapped Pandemonium in the vein of ether for all of eternity. As Matt said, you see her get basically crushed into like a little ball and then dissolves into the vein of the ether. And we think, cool, game over, right?
Nope.
Nah. Basically,
and she's also in the same room with Akari.
Yeah, so we
while that's going on,
a giant fucking demon like tentacle clam gets summoned from the Pandemonium. While this is happening, Akari is like, I gotta help Menno. Nope. We see Pandemonium in the same room.
Don't go anywhere.
And you're like, oh, don't go anywhere. You're gonna ruin my movie. And so her and Akari, Pandemonium and Akari end up having a conversation. And
Pandemonium tells her there's a way for her to actually go back home.
No, you're skipping. God damn it, you're skipping.
What?
No, they have the conversation, and the first thing she says is, "Don't go over there. You're gonna ruin my movie." Second thing she says is, "I want to have a conversation about Japan because we're from Japan." And she's like, "No, I don't want to discuss Japan." And there's a flashback of her getting bullied. And they're like, "Oh, you used your powers already. You forgot all about Japan." And she's like, I want to forget this world. I want to forget that world. And besides, I have a precious friend here that I would give anything for. And I want her to kill me. And I want to spend as much time with her as I can before she kills me. And then so they end up going through, and then they have a brief fight. Can't kill Pandemonium. Pandemonium mentions like, "Hey, I should thank you because of the fact that you've corrupted this world with your power so much. You've broken the fabric of this world that I was able to escape through one of the broken cracks of fabric. And here I am in existence again because of you. So thank you." That is wild. And then toward the end of the episode, basically Menno also figures that out when she has a discussion, because we find out that the clam,
that's why
the giant clam and Pandemonium that's there is an illusion. And she like, "Oh, you should figure out where I'm at, and you should figure out why I'm here." And she's like, "This has to do with Akari. God damn it, I have to kill Akari. But for now, I got to focus on Pandemonium." Then finally, as Akari, it starts to set in like, yo, I can't kill Pandemonium. Pandemonium basically breaks Akari mentally. She mentions to Akari and whispers in her ear, "There's a way to go back to Japan." And Akari just, mindfuck. And then again, the episode ends with the giant clam dissolving and the version of Pandemonium dissolving as they have to race to find the real Pandemonium, who's currently still with Akari. So fantastic developments. Absolutely fantastic developments. The way this story, the action, again, the uniqueness of this show, it is brilliant. And Friday, like it's already been given a 4 out of 5. If Friday ends with a bang, I'll give it a 5. I'm pretty like
We'll
I'm
see
praying
what
it ends with
happens.
a great bang so I can give it a 5. Praying.
Well, again, they have one chance to not fuck it up.
Seriously, dude. How many more we got?
3.
7. What?
Don't even.
Nah.
All right, Kaguya.
I'm absolutely loving this season. This is the best season. This is the best rom-com. This is my animated season, like I've said before.
Yes, we're getting down to the festival, the cultural festival.
Yes, Bunkasai.
Yes, Ishigami wants to ask out the girl he likes for the haunted house.
Tsubame.
So yeah, he's getting nervous. Doesn't know how to approach it. Who talked to one of the classmates, like the squad member?
What's it called? One of the couples.
Yeah,
the girl,
like,
the girl that has the crush. I forget her name.
The triangle, that little triangle.
Yeah, the love triangle. They basically talk him into it.
That's right, and yeah, he eventually starts to ask her out.
Yep.
And she says yes, like he's happy. But before that, though, we see the development of this said haunted house.
Yes.
And how Ishigami thinks they should do a change with the voices.
Mm-hmm.
So they use Ino for this test subject.
It was so sexual but funny.
Yeah, like
done,
tied to the chair, blindfolded,
nibbling on ears, fucking the Yamete kudasai.
Yeah, doing all this like this audio sensation.
It is basically this girl is getting tortured via her ears, and it sounds like a hentai.
Yeah, all that is going on. I got to the point where she had this little climax, and the Chica was in the room, and they they embarrass him more. Like, oh yeah, how's it feel doing all those noises right in front of the person you looked up to?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where
side note, I just realized. Side note, we have comments.
What? Oh, we do.
Yeah, we have comments. We have a cool sign. We have a boo from W2M.
That was us booing the person with the happy face.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Your hair looks horrible. And
I know. Why is Matt frozen? He's been frozen this whole time. I know.
Yes. But yeah, also because of Ino ruins Ishigami's moment, making one side boys, one side girls.
No, not because of Ino.
Yeah, she made that change because of what happened.
Oh yeah,
also because she caught two people making out in it.
She caught the couple just fucking tongue fucking each other.
Yeah, I bet they're scared. Nope, they were tongue fucking.
Yep, they were tongue fucking.
So that's why she got rid of nope. The Ishigami is like, I hate you so much right now. And then we get to Chica and her little sister.
Yep.
And basically, Moeha, that's her name. She talks about her crush on the president.
That was funny.
And then Chica's like, why? He doesn't do anything. He's just
he's horrible. You're gonna see
every time I do with him is torture.
But he gets it. That just makes it all more attractive because he perseveres until he's good at it, right?
Yeah, and she's like, no, it's not. And then we get to Shigeru comes in. He's talking to both of them. And then Chica's like, hey, can you juggle? And
he's like, I'm a little rusty, but I can. And Chica's like, now we're gonna see the wrist shirogane, a failure.
Yeah, so they start throwing. Yep, he started juggling like a pro. And he's like, hey, toss me those over there. And then Chica's like, no, you can't do this now. You can't be good now.
Why is it happening? No. How are you able to juggle? He's like, well, my grandma was a world juggling champion. In her high day, she can juggle 8 sacks and whatever.
Like,
I'm nowhere near my grandma. I can only juggle 4.
Oh, yeah. Like, she in a hotbed, it looked like he got slapped in the face. He was going to fail. Nope. And now Chica is just there, defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get back to Ishigami and the other one. And then, what'd you call it? What was her name? Moena? Tsubame, sorry.
Tsubame.
Yeah, she sees the giant heart cookie.
Giant heart cookie.
And it's like, oh, I want that Ishigami wins a prize for her.
You have top prize immediately. And
Yep,
he's
the
like,
cookie.
they're like, oh, you got candy, you can have a bun, a bread, a pan. And he's like, no, I want the giant heart cookie. See, giant heart cookie is already gone. As her homegirl's talking to Tsubame. And then Tsubame is like, Ishigami, are you gonna eat that cookie by yourself? They're like, no.
And he's like, what would you accept it?
He's like, no, I want to eat it with you. I'm gonna give it to you. Will you accept this cookie? And
AKA the heart.
AKA the heart. And of course, throughout this entire arc, it's been played that if you give
everyone
the girl a
staring.
hug, yes, everyone is shocked. They're like, a public confession.
Yep.
He did it in front of the entire
of all people.
Ishigami of all people. And they're like, he's like, would you accept the heart? And she's like, what does this mean? And then he's like, you know what this means? It's a token of my feelings. And
she starts getting all flustered.
She's like, thanks for the cookie, and give me time to think. And she runs out.
Yeah, and now Ishigami's just heartbroken.
He's just like, all right, well, I laid it out there.
Yeah, then Shigurani is the one freaking out, saying that
Shirogane is like, oh my god.
If he gets rejected, that means I might get rejected.
And then they run down of how, like, when one person gets rejected, it like puts a strain on anybody else because you're focusing on your other friend who's heartbroken.
Yeah, because they would have to comfort Ishigami, and then he would not confess to Kaguya.
There's a science behind it, yeah.
So fuck. I mean, go Ishigami. He deserves nothing but happiness.
It was amazing. That was such an amazing like culmination to that episode, or not culmination rather, but that just him confessing, that was so fucking adorable. One of the best moments. Ishigami is my favorite character on the show, bar none.
Oh yeah, 100%, absolutely.
Bar none, my favorite character. And so the episode basically ends with Shirogane and Chika having a conversation about Ishigami's flaws. And they start talking about his flaws, about self-confidence and things of that nature. But then Chika's like, oh, you guys are fucking terrible men. But in terms of being humble, like noble and things like that, you guys are actually really good men. And so Shirogane at the end of the episode is like, come on.
Yeah, it was both. Well, first it was mostly Chika point out the flaws, while Shigurani is like, that's actually not true. It's just he just lacks confidence, which is true.
Yeah. And they're like, you're too harsh. He's like, you're too harsh. What are you doing? But he's like, no, he just lacks confidence. That's his biggest downfall. Yeah,
and he actually took his chance out there.
Yep. I loved it.
And,
I'm way more invested in Ishigami and Tsubame than I am fucking Kaguya and fucking shit.
Exactly, because you know what's gonna happen. But this one is just, go get him.
Well, you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, eventually, obviously, they'll get together, but like, you don't really know what's gonna happen because of, like, how is he gonna like tell her like, hey, I'm moving out? Like, what if he doesn't confess but just tells her like, hey, I'm moving in 2 years, and then leaves it at that.
If you want to confess to me, now's the time.
He's not gonna say it like that, but
I mean, he could.
Yeah. That's the hint they're gonna get at. I mean, we'll see. You don't really know, but this is so good with Ishigami and Tsubame because you're right. You don't know, and then of course we got to figure out what goes on with Ino because Ino sometimes feels like
I think she likes Ishigami, like she secretly.
I think so as well. And by the way, the other fucking part that we completely ignored. Did we talk about it the last episode about how fucking Miko's friend was dating the fucking senpai?
No, I think we talked about that.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we talked about that part.
I'm very much looking forward to Friday. This is my anime of the season, bar none.
Yeah, we'll be caught up. All right, pre-main.
The co-main event of the evening.
Spy Family.
This was the best episode of Spy Family yet.
100%. Also, poor Desmond. You just realize that his family's not there in the family photo.
Oh yeah, he's got a piece of shit dad. Nobody knows about his mom. He's jealous of his brothers.
Also, anime train arc for Anya, trying to get in shape for the dodgeball.
Did you read my article, by the way, that I posted?
Which one? I think you posted a couple.
I posted. It was like 15 fun facts about Spy Family.
Oh yeah, that one I did.
That was fun. Like, bro, like, even though they try to act older, like, bro, they're 4-year-olds.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they're like, what, 6?
They're supposedly 6, but they're really 4.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, Anya's 4.
Yeah, they're definitely under 10.
Oh, yeah, no, they're fucking 4. What the fuck?
Yeah, but yeah, Anya wants to get in shape for this dodgeball competition because she heard that
You get a Stella.
What?
You get a Stella.
Yeah, you got a Stella if you win, which
No
is
Artois.
basically what you need for. That's what Lloyd needs for her to get close to Damien's dad.
Yep. And she's like, I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna help Dad with his mission. That's all he cares about. That's all he cares about.
So Yor tries to help her out.
Yep.
Tries. She tried really hard. Hardly ran. She passed out after a few steps. What was that other one? The other training thing they did? Oh, the push-ups.
The sit-ups.
Yeah, sit-ups. Sorry. Did 5 of them.
Did 5, and they were barely even sit-ups, and she's like just straining. Like I thought she was gonna wet herself. I thought it was gonna be like a wet herself scene.
Yeah, no, we got none of that. And then Yor eventually shows her killer throw technique.
I want to know where those dodgeballs landed. I want to know.
Wherever they were, they're probably dead.
Who? Yeah, exactly. What person got hit?
What were the casualties?
Well, seriously, I want to know.
Yeah, and then that fucking Super Saiyan strength. Anya's like,
right?
I can't do that.
And she's like, it's all about the hips. It's all about the hips.
Damn right, her hips.
Hey, her hips don't lie.
Oh no, fuck no.
Oh, no,
but that all that is going on, and we get to the dodgeball.
Yes.
And yeah, you see Damien there, his people, Becky. I like Becky.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good friend. Also, this giant 6-year-old.
Oh my God, he was 30.
He's fucking 30. No. You cannot tell me
that motherfucker was not 6.
It's like this happened in Boondocks during the episode where he had this giant guy and he's like, nah, he's like 12, man. Nah, Chinese growth hormones.
I laughed at that shit. I laughed at I forget who it was in the group that said that they're like, oh, his 8-foot daddy. As he looked at his 8-foot daddy.
Yeah. But no, Damien had his like perfect strategy, like, oh, this is how I could win. I'm gonna get that Stella.
Yeah.
People start getting thrown out. They start questioning that guy who is not 6 years old.
More like 30.
He's fucking 30. Yeah, that is like fucking Popeye and a half.
Yep.
All that went on. And now he gets the ball. He starts throwing it, eliminating kids left to right. Becky's gone. Other kids are gone. Damien's goons are gone.
All the kids are gone. This kid he's fucking just a savage with the
damn now it's just Desmond and Anya.
He's throwing like fucking wicked fucking curves and eliminating 4 people at a time.
Yeah, that. And then one of Desmond's friends just took the bullet for Desmond.
Yup.
And then okay, Anya's my next target. And she reads his mind. He does like small little dodges.
Right.
At one time she just stands there while the other guy gets hit instead.
And what do we hear from our favorite
Eleganto! Yeah, it got to that point, and it got she tripped. And now he starts to throw the ball. Who's in the way? Desmond. He catches the ball, Dragon Ball Z style. He's pulling a Piccolo. He's making the save, but he didn't fully catch it. It just falls down. He's out.
Yep. And he tried. It really looked like DBZ when he tried to catch the attack, and he's like,
so it's like them catching a spirit bomb or something like that.
Yeah. Drop.
Yeah. Fail. And then so now it's Anya's turn. She gets her killer technique. She's ready.
Everything looks great. Everything looks perfect.
Yeah, he's freaking out like, no.
And you also forgot. You forgot when he threw the ball before it. Damien tried to catch it. He's like, Shine! He said, die.
Oh my gosh. Shineru.
Shine! And fucking threw the nuke that fucking Damien caught. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, with Anya, she tripped, fell. You're muted, buddy. Your mic's muted.
Have I been muted this whole time?
Just that minute.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, we heard that just for those couple of seconds you were mute.
Oh, my bad. So yeah,
Then Anya tripped.
Ball spiked.
Yep, Keke gets the ball, tosses at her, out.
Oh. And he's like, yes, I win. I get the Stella.
And then the headmaster's like, what?
He's like, you just told them die. If anything, you're going to get a Thunderbolt. And he's like, Thunderbolt? Meanwhile, on the other hand, and he looks at Damien and Anya, they're like two people that hate each other. They work together for the sake of their team, and they almost overcame the odds. That is elegant. I'm going to give them, and Damien goes, you fucking stupid. What are you doing?
Yes.
I don't believe
and then Anya's like, I don't like you. I don't like you anymore.
And then there goes their star.
Oh, so close.
Yet so far away. This was definitely the best episode, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It was great.
Yeah, it's funny how most couples are being overshadowed by Anya and Damien.
Most. Something. Who is my couple of the season?
I gotta think of like it's like who was a legit couple or built up into a couple.
I'm gonna legit say Tsubame and fucking Ishigami if he wins.
If he wins, sure. Like it could be Shikimori and Zumi.
And that's the default.
Or Raido and Aharen if it ends in a high note.
Or what's his face and Erica.
Which one?
Cuckoos.
Yeah, there is a relationship.
I mean, technically it is. They're engaged.
Maybe Komi and Tadano.
Nah. There's just not enough for me. There's never enough for me with Komi and Tadano.
I can't say Dance Dance, which is, by the way, our main event.
Yeah.
No, wait. We forgot one.
Which one?
Rose King.
Oh!
Let's go with that now.
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
This was wild.
This is my anime of the year thus far. If truth be told, as much as like I'm gonna rate Requiem high, but I don't know that I'll be rating it like I don't know. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna rate it. But this is my anime of the year. Yeah,
and we got 2 episodes left.
Yes.
Like this is not even the penultimate, but all right, let's get to it. The rebellion is here.
Yes.
Richard makes this choice. He's gonna go.
Well, you skipped out at the fact that fucking what's his face? What's it called? Is rebellion?
Henry. Yeah, Henry's leading that rebellion.
AKA what's it called?
Buckingham.
Buckingham.
Yeah, Buckingham is leading that.
The revolt.
He's leading the rebellion.
Yeah.
KSB tells Richardo, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to talk to him or you want the army?
Begrudgingly army.
Yep. And then they're out about in the rain, and Richardo is trying to figure out where they could be.
No, but you're skipping a really sad scene, and it was it's amazing how things come full circle. But in the previous episodes, Richard's son, Edward.
Oh yeah, that's right. He wants to fight.
Knighted, and so he comes up to his father and he's like, "Chichue, I'm your knight. I want to go to war with you." And Richardo thinks back to when he
did it for his dad.
He begged and begged and begged his father, and he tells him he didn't tell him flat no like his father did, but he did tell Edward.
He lets him know like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be full of death. It's like war is not what you think it is.
Yeah, war is not what you think it is. It's needless. It's a requirement of the king, but it's needless as a whole. Are you prepared to kill people? And he left.
And he's like hesitating.
And he said, "Take care of your mother for me," as he goes away.
And she's definitely ill.
She's ill. Yeah, she must have like tuberculosis or something. I don't know, but
it's back then, so it could be like a plague or
who knows, bro.
But I don't think she's gonna make it much longer.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think next episode is her
swan song.
Yeah, I don't see it lasting the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't think so.
But yeah, it's raining out.
Yes, it's raining.
Yep. So basically, Buckingham's army, like, there could be delayed because of the rain because they're in a different area.
But they basically say like, I'm gonna meet him in the forest, and so
that's the thing. Richard didn't know where he could be, but then he put that together. Like maybe he's gonna be in that forest.
And then he gets what's it called? He gets a brief from one of the scouts, and he's like, up there in the forest, and he's like, everyone to the forest. And as they're in the forest trying to find him, he's like, Buckingham, and he finds Buckingham.
Yeah, he finds him and he lures him away.
Lures him away from everybody, and they end up near the creek where they solidified their love. And so they have a conversation, and Ricciardo is extremely hurt by Henry, and was like, what's it called? Was it Buckingham that said we can leave? Let's forsake our lives.
He said he really didn't want to do this.
He's like, I didn't want to do this. And I think he talked to Catesby as well before the war. We did skip that as well. That he did talk to Catesby, and he's like, as far as no, never mind. He did say that to Ricciardo. He's like, as long as you live, I'll never stop. I'll never stop obsessing over you. I'll never stop. Being possessive over you. And come with me basically to France. We'll forsake our lives and live normal lives. And he's like, I can't do that. There was a time in my life where
he was thinking about it though for a moment.
Yeah, thought about it, but he's like, I can't throw it away. I can't leave my wife. I can't leave the crown.
Because he's like, the crown is for your dad. So what are you doing it for?
Yeah, and he's like, you didn't want this. You didn't want the crown. You're just, this is what your dad's legacy. This wasn't your legacy. Very, very powerful statements that he was making to Ricciardo. But Ricciardo, credit to him, owned his fake family, and for one of the really first times. He's done it in the past, and as of late he really warmed up to his son, even if he was a dick. But the love that he showed, and basically he in essence is displaying what he's displaying the opposite of what he felt. He doesn't want his child or his family to feel unloved, unwanted, the way he felt once his father had left, where he felt nothing.
Especially from his mother.
He didn't want that. And that was very, very commendable. And what's it called? At the end, Ricciardo's like, I can't go with you. Here's this ring. It's got the royal seal. It'll do good for you. As long as you stay alive, I will find you and we will be together again. And we'll say
basically like just not right now.
Yeah, we'll say that you got swept away in the
like you died in battle or something like that.
And so what does Buckingham do? He gives the ring to Henry.
He gives it to other Henry.
Gives it to the other Henry, and he's like, I won't need this with what I need to do.
To kill him.
And he turns himself in. Ricciardo is beside himself. He's like, why? You had a chance to escape. They should have never found you. You could have lived. We could have been together. And basically, Henry and Catesby, Buckingham and Catesby have a final conversation about everything again.
And with Buckingham, he told he wants to die quick because he's set for execution.
Yeah, so basically, they have a conversation. He tells him the same thing about how he'll never not want to be possessive over Ricciardo. And Catesby's like, do you have any final words? He's like, tell them to make my execution quick. He's like, the longer that I'm in jail, the less good looking I'll be. And I want to be looking my very best for Ricciardo as I die.
Yeah, and he said he wanted to see him one more time.
And he gets upset when Catesby comes back again. And he's like, is Ricciardo not going to
you're also missing the part where Ricciardo says he's aware of that he has to do a death penalty, but he's at the same time he doesn't want to do it.
And we also skipped the other thing, which they glossed over, is that Ricciardo takes the medicine for the abortion.
Yeah,
he summons Jane, and he's like, "Will this do the deed?" Yep. And this is
he did it after they caught Buckingham.
Yeah, and so he takes the medicine.
They did that, and he's having that dilemma of I don't want to escape him, but at the same time I have to.
Yeah, and so when Buckingham gets upset, like, oh, is Ricciardo not coming to see me? Catesby said if he sees you, it'll ruin his resolve to go through with the deed. And Buckingham understands. And so the day of the execution comes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, by the way, you're being executed in the morning.
Yeah, and you're being executed in the morning. So the day of the execution comes, he feels nothing but, content. He's accepting of his
decision. Doesn't want to say, he has no final words, just do it.
No final words, just do it. And he looks up and he's like, he's like, wait for me, wherever you end up, Ricciardo, like we'll be together again. And as he closes his eyes, he looks up at the axe being swung. And as the axe continues to lift, he says,
Henry,
lift, the hood comes up and he sees Ricciardo. And Ricciardo says, wait for me in hell, Henry. I'll see you there. and
Yeah,
swims
then he dies with a smile on his face.
and dies with a smile on his face to end the episode. Raw. Absolutely raw.
I love that whole final scene.
Yes, that was so fucking powerful. So great. That whole fucking episode was great. This whole series is great. God damn it. I can't fucking express it.
It's like every single person he's been close to, he practically almost killed them. Like Edward,
yeah.
Lancaster, Henry.
Yeah. Yep. Up. I lost my co-host. I done lost my co-host. No. I done lost my co-host. He's gone. Matt Coon. Matt Coon. Are you there, Matt Coon? Damn, son. Damn, homie. I lost Matt Coon. Let me see if I kick him. Can I bring him back? Nope, there he goes. He's gone. I didn't kick him, guys. All right. We're going to wait at 2:20 or 2:20 about 10. We'll say 2:20. We'll say about 2:20. Let's write Sean, our editor, and let him know that there were some technical issues at Sean Garmer. Shout out to Sean Garmer. At Sean Garmer, we've had tech issues the whole night with Matt's cam, and around 2:20 he lost connection. I've still got the on live ATM at the moment. There is one viewer from W2N Network who's been pretty consistent throughout this entire time. So whoever you are, shout out to you. You the real MVP, bro. You the real MVP, bro. Here comes Matt. He's back.
Recorded?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
I see you, and you're clear.
Yeah,
right?
Stupid rain.
God damn it. So we now know the rain will fuck you up.
Oh, thunderstorm. But yeah, I'm back on. We're good. What was the last thing that talked about? So we can go from there.
I was just gushing about how amazing the series is. We finished Requiem, and I was just gushing about how fucking special that show is. It is
how
special. As a matter of fact, because it's so special, I'm going to give the other shows that are special 5s because it just makes sense to me. It really just makes sense to me. We lost connection. Yeah, kid, we did. We did lose connection. You lost connection. You're still losing connection. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But we're still recording, right?
We're still recording. Yep. I didn't.
All right.
No.
All right. Let's main event it.
I'm giving. Wait. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and go into Executioner, and I'm going to give it a 5 because it is certain. No, fuck. Do I? God damn it. I want to give it a 5. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll
wait till it's done.
Fuck. And now, all right, let's go to our main event. Our main event of the.
All righty. We're sorry, folks. It's a lot of shit here.
Yes.
Dance Dance Danseur.
Dance Dance Danseur.
We finally get a flashback of Lou's life.
Yes, Lou,
and why Miyako is important to him.
Yep. It's a flashback of their lives as a whole, basically.
Yeah, but it's mostly about Lou. But yeah, it explains why they're so, like, why he needs her.
Mm-hmm.
And Junpei basically realizing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're on the bus. They're trying to look for Lou.
Yeah, basically, yeah, they as they're in the room, they're like, oh, it's empty. Miyako notices the picture of his grandmother's gone, and he's like, oh, Lou went to go see his grandma on the coast. So she
doesn't want that because she thinks he won't return.
Yep. And so they get bus tickets. Miyako tells Junpei, you're gonna miss the rehearsals. Are you sure you want to come? And he's like, yeah, I'm sure. So they go.
And then they talks about So what was she really like?
And then we see the flashback.
Yeah, the grandmother, yeah, she loved Russian ballet. She hated Japanese ballet.
Yep. So much.
Like if you do ballet in Russia, you are that god / goddess.
Yeah. And so she couldn't make it. And she basically went herself to Russia. She didn't make it. She came home, divorced her husband, went back to Russia, and got pregnant as soon as she got finished her divorce, basically, with a Russian dancer, and had Lou's mother.
Yeah, and then she was not like her. She was mostly like this singer.
Yeah, pop idol.
Yeah, and what you call it? She hated that.
Yep.
So what did she do? Takes the grandson.
Yep. No, well, the grandson was left by the mother, which I'm very curious to see that flashback at some point.
Yeah, if we get that for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, the mother just like, all right, I ain't dealing with your bullshit. You can have my son instead. Bye.
Yep.
Just say this Russian phrase and I'll find you somehow.
Yep.
And yeah, we see younger
Chizuru. Side note, I feel like that Russian phrase is like sleeper cell, like talk. Like it's a waking sleeper cell somewhere.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But anyway, we see 10 years younger Chizuru and Miyako.
Yep.
Chizuru is talking to the grandmother.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's her other daughter. So.
Yep.
Yeah. While that's going on, Miyako is at the side of the house.
Yeah.
What the door is, and sees Lou. She gives him candy.
Yep.
Because he's fucking
thin. Foreign candy.
Gummy bears.
Yes. They're a souvenir from a business trip.
Yep, from a business trip. Don't tell your mother.
Nope.
All that happened. They were talking for a bit. I got to the point where Chizuru says, "Come on, we're leaving."
Yep.
And yeah,
I was like, "I'll be back."
And she eventually does come back, and you find out she has a struggle between what she wants with piano or dancing.
Yep.
Because you find out she basically dances for fun.
Yep. And
despite being good at it. Chizuru wants her to be like a pro.
Yeah.
But she likes the piano. She likes playing the piano while Lou dances.
Yep. No, it wasn't even Chizuru. Chizuru said let her dance for fun, and it's everyone else that wants her to go pro.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, everyone else wants to be like, oh, she can go pro. She's like, she just dances for fun. They're like, oh no, she can go pro.
Yeah, and then she's getting into that, and then she asked Miyako, like, what does she really want? Because she's getting to the age where she kind of has to decide what she wants.
At the age of, what, 6?
Well, like, okay, yeah. Japan. I don't know what to tell you.
You must make a life-altering decision right now. I'm 6.
Like your cousin Timmy, he has 15 years work experience. He is 9. Why can't you be like Timmy?
Timmy.
Fucking Miyako. Oh my God. He does ballet in his sleep.
Timmy.
Exactly. But yeah, Lou talked about like, oh, when Miyako can come over, she takes her pills at this time. She's out for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to the point like, if I take her pills, I could overdose.
That was so uncomfortable. I was like,
that was very uncomfortable, especially when the door was locked and Miyako sold the pills, like the pill thing outside.
Yep.
And then she starts crying, knocking on the door. But turns out Lou was outside.
Just hit the cat on accident.
Yeah. Well, why was he outside again? There's an animal that got inside.
A spider.
There was a spider, yes.
There was a spider in the room, in the practice room.
And he freaked out. I understand.
And he freaked out.
Yeah, then they open the door and the grandma's there.
Yup.
It's like, fuck. Like, okay, you can never see him again. Like, you have to come here right now.
Yeah.
If you go with them, fine. Okay. You don't come back, but if you come back in this basement, you don't see her again.
Yep.
And Lou chose the grandmother.
Yep.
And it was that way for about 10 years?
No, about a year later.
Okay, about a year later, he was caught shoplifting.
Yep. And the grandmother's condition gets worse. And then
her dementia, yep.
Yep.
And then Junpei breaks up with Miyako.
Yup. And was like, you should be with him. You need to be with him. I you were his light, and I took you away from him. And Miyako's like, what? Like, no, what?
Yeah,
Like,
and now we see Junpei running out of the bus
yep.
in the beach.
No, if she was Miyako, Miyako was running.
Yeah, because she was pissed off at it. Like, well, why are you mad? Because I actually liked you, you dumbass.
Yeah, for real. And so they tackle, and then all of a sudden, Junpei hears Swan Lake, and was like, "Swan Lake." He runs to the music, and he
And
sees
it's Lou dancing for his
grandma.
old dying grandmother.
And then Junpei notices, like, "Why are you dancing the girl part? You should be dancing the boy part." And then a sad reality hits as he's dancing. You hear the grandmother say, "Oh, excellent, Masudo. Excellent. Sugoi, Masudo. Sugoi."
Yeah, she thinks it's the daughter.
Masudo is Lou's mother. And Lou, everyone's like shocked, like, wow, that's so raw. But Lou, on the other hand, was like, this is the first time she's ever complimented my dancing.
Yeah, despite not really being about him.
And that was sad. That made me sad. I was so sad.
And it got to the point where Junpei told him to snap out of it.
And was like, why don't you dance Rothbarto? And
like, why don't we do the dance that we did at the play?
And then the grandmother's like, Rothbart? And Junpei like volunteers, like, oh yes, he's amazing. Lou's amazing. We should do it. And she's like, I don't know. And they're like, come on, let's do it. And he basically takes Lou's phone and was like, let me try and find the song. I don't know what the song is. And then another crazy reality is Miyako goes to Junpei and was like, let me look for it. And then he's like, okay. And you look up and there's a blank expression on Miyako's face. Like,
like as soon as Junpei and Miyako were about to dance,
they start to dance. And then as they start their scene, it's so raw and passionate. And Miyako goes to Junpei and was like, you're right. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. And Junpei's like, what? Like,
Lou is behind her.
And Lou is behind them. And Lou doesn't understand this interpretation. So Lou is like, oh, they're going to do this in front of me again? Like, how, like, disgusting. How dare they? Like, they're, what? And this pisses off Lou. And then that's where the episode ends.
Yeah, he grabs her, so they're like, no, like, you don't get to have her type of thing.
But the beauty of that, again, same thing, the beauty of that arc, the beauty of that scenery, incredible, incredibly powerful beauty. Like, that's one thing I will always say about Dance Dance is the artistic expression and the volume of power in the what's it called? In the visuals that you get from this show are unparalleled.
Yeah.
Visual prowess and the stature in which the images will like concussively hit you is amazing.
Agreed.
Amazing.
I agree. No, fantastic episode. I can't wait for the finale tomorrow.
I know, dude. I fucking know.
All right. Closing thoughts for this week.
We're getting to some really, really, really great endings on multiple animes and a lot of bangers, man. There's no other way to express it. Freaking what's it called? The tomorrow's gonna be Raw with Dance Dance. And hopefully will be fantastic with Executioner.
Then we got Kaguya's finale.
The 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Oh, we got one more. Okay, we got one more after that.
13 episodes.
Okay, they are 13. Okay, so we got the penultimate for them tomorrow.
No, it's only episode 10, dude.
We're on 10? Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. Kaguya-sama's only 10. We got 3 more episodes, 11, 12, and 13. We got 3 more episodes of Kaguya, so that'll be great. Executioner ends tomorrow. Dance Dance is tomorrow. Penultimate of Spy Family. Cuckoo's is going to go on. Shikimori is going to go on. Penultimate of Requiem on Sunday. Quitting Hero for me ends on Tuesday. The Penultimate of Demon Lord I haven't seen.
Tomodachi ends on Tuesday. Aharen ends tomorrow.
Rising Hero Penultimate on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're getting down to it.
Getting to the nitty gritty, and when we get the conclusions of a lot of these shows, they're going to be fantastic. The key, one of the things I'm so looking forward to is which amazing anime's finale stands out more or puts more of an emphasis or gives us a disappointment.
Yep, well, we will find out by the time we record next week.
Indeed, we shall.
Alrighty, before the rain kicks me out again, we talked our cake, we had our cake. We're full of cake.
We're not going to do shoutouts?
I'm doing that right now.
Oh, because we normally do the shout outs and then you say
Yeah,
that.
I do. I say that and then that. You can follow me on Twitter at DamianPhoenix12. You could also find our Twitter at Talk the Kēki. We have a link tree there where you can find your favorite local podcasts: iHeartRadio, Audible, Apple Music, Spotify. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we are there. We are mostly here. We want to thank W2M Network for having us use their StreamYard and for hosting us, Sean being our editor. We want to thank Cheshire Radio for also posting us on their radio station every Sunday. And then we also have a Facebook group called Eat the Cake Anime. Get a shout out there. There's a questionnaire of how you heard from us. You would say, I heard it from listening to the show. Let us know. Give us a shout out. We'll give you a shout out back in return.
Man,
And,
no one ever fills out that questionnaire. It always pisses me off.
No one reads the manuals.
Questionnaire filled out? No. I'm about to turn that bitch, make it fucking on purpose.
I was like, if you don't answer it, we don't approve of you.
Basically, you have to answer it before you can apply. I'm about to
exactly. All right, your plugs.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at AI_anime24. That's iAnime24. That's my anime Instagram where I post daily updates to the shows that I watch. You can follow me on my podcast Instagram at podcast.senpai. You can follow us on our Talk the Kēki Instagram at TalkTheKeki, Talk the Kēki. Again, as Matt said, all of our social media channels have link trees. You can find all of our endeavors there. Through or the show's endeavors as well. Shout out to my boy B Ronan with the Orlando Tragics podcast. Shout out to my boy Andy and soon to be Angel. Eventually one day we'll revamp fucking the MMA for Mark's page. Stay tuned for that. That'll be hosted also by Sean hopefully soon. I got to get my shit straight. But when I get it straight, it's gonna be straight. Looking forward to that. What are the cake? You already gave us the Eat the Cake anime group. Shout out. Shout out to
you did the Instagram.
Yep, did Instagrams. And then StreamYard. Hopefully, again, just a side note, guys. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying our live shows on StreamYard. I know it's a bit of a change. We try to do our best to try and market it out there.
You can blame Zoom.
Yeah, you could blame Zoom on that. But StreamYard has been great. We've been loving it, Matt and I. And we should have really done this sooner. I'm glad we're doing it now. The rain doesn't fuck up.
Hold on, I got breaking news before we close off.
Oh, what's this?
About the Trigun anime.
Oh yeah.
There's been a new announcement just like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, what's that?
It's called Trigun Stampede. It'll be an original anime for 2023. It's being produced by Orange, who does Beastars and Land of the Lustrous.
So it's going to be an entirely new Trigun.
Yep.
So I haven't watched Trigun, admittingly. First off, how long is it?
It's like, I believe it's 26 episodes.
So it's like Cowboy. It's like Bebop.
Hold on. Let me clarify that real quick. Yeah, 26 episodes.
Okay, I could watch that.
Yeah, it's great.
Everyone says it's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you liked Cowboy Bebop, you'll enjoy this a lot.
I did enjoy Cowboy Bebop. So one thing Marte brought up is that Trigun in 2022 would fail because of its, social standards and things of that nature in 2022. What do you think?
No, if as long as they get the characters right, I think they'll be fine. We don't know how far it's gonna go. We don't know if it's gonna be like a prequel. We know it's gonna be what happens after the show. Or just it's just be entirely new thing, but with the same cast. But either way, I'm excited for it. Yeah, but that's our breaking news before we sign off.
Hopefully, you guys were listening this long. You would have heard it.
Yep. All right. Until then, we will see you next week. Arigato, anato faku, and sayonara.
Sayonara, minasan.
Bye-bye.
Where's my peace sign? There it is. And